We've also got a range of desserts including our trademark shakes in all your favourite flavours. We're based at 400 Cranbrook Road in Gants Hill, so come down to dine in or order in on Uber Eats or Just Eat. Amigos, hats off to great burgers.
Ramadan FM
2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Drive Time with your dream team, mashallah. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope Ramadan is going well for everyone. Alhamdulillah, I am joined as usual by my loyal comrades, the dream team. So I've got here brother Abdul Halim, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
And I've got brother Awasati, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
That's
How
it.
you doing, bro?
I thought I better give a special salams compared to last week. I just totally messed up, didn't I?
Yeah, messed up last week, bro.
So as usual, everyone's aware that we always have an action-packed show. So just to give everyone a indication of what we have lined up, as usual, we'll be doing a small intro of Ramadan, of what's been happening. I'm sure we'll mention our famous deed of the day in there as well. Then we've got brother Ismail Lee South, the director of the Islam Project, who's going to be coming down and discussing the rise of Muslim prisoners and the rise of Muslim unemployment. These are two hot issues, and inshallah, as you can see, the dream team has taken a gear up. It's raised the bar, and it's starting to discuss important issues as well. So we'll be discussing these issues in depth. Then we have an up-and-coming nasheed artist who will be coming down, Brother Ali Kamara, who calls himself the Muslim poet. He will be coming down and performing some tracks, and also telling us how he got into this industry as well. And then the big one, we're going to have Charles Harding, who is a fitness coach, and he will be coming down and talking about fitness and religion. So we finally got it in there, Awas. We finally got fitness in there. So
We thought we'd delay it for a bit because there's been so many other fitness shows, but this one's going to be with a bit of a twist.
This is going to be with a bit of a twist. So I urge all the listeners out there that please do stay tuned for the fitness section with Charles, where we will be announcing something very special. So do stay tuned for that. So now, without any delay, we'll go into our first segment of the show and start off with how Ramadan is going with it for everyone. So we have entered the 16th fast.
16th,
So
yeah.
today is the 16th fast, mashallah. So it is flying by. It's
Past
going
halfway.
Past halfway, exactly. Really, Wes. He's told us in such passion.
I'm just saying it, past halfway.
No,
The way that I'm saying, the reason why I said that is because it's going so fast. Last week,
Yes.
it was 7 days less. I'm being a bit,
Looks like we know Abbas is good at maths, innit?
Well,
That's it, bro.
I think he was trying to impress everyone, but it totally backfired on him, and he didn't expect us to pick up on it. But alhamdulillah, Ramadan FM is booming. We've got amazing new presenters, which I'm more excited about. Us old school guys have been there since the beginning, but you're seeing a lot of new presenters coming in. We've got really good drive time shows that have happened. Yesterday we had Brother Cameron.
Yeah, go on. And some not so good drive
And
times.
not some good
Yeah.
shows, not to mention any names, Brother Umar. But yeah, apart from that, we've had some good shows, good talent. The level of Ramadan FM 2018 is going up and up, and looking forward for this to be a foundation for the full-time radio. And it's really exciting to see a lot of good talent that is, mashallah, coming through our doors, coming through the studio, performing and helping on the back end as well. So big up to all of them. Inshallah, Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, there will be the big appeal.
Next Sunday.
Oh, is it next Sunday
Next
now?
Sunday, bro.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Next Sunday.
My
It's
whole
just-
announcement was about that, man.
Yeah, next Sunday.
Okay,
Next Sunday.
we will sort something
inshallah.
out. We will sort something out. That will not stop what I'm thinking of doing anyway. So yes, executive decision will be made for it to be next Sunday. So that's fine. We will do it next Sunday anyway. But yeah, inshallah, the shows are going really well. Awas, can't me and you, we can't really take the next step forward. I know we shouldn't mention it, but Pakistan cricket, what's happened, bro?
Well, I haven't been looking today.
Bro,
I don't even know.
Again,
The last
I've
time,
been
well,
looking.
the last time that I
Bro,
saw it, it was
it's
50 something for free. After that, I haven't been. What's the score, bro?
Bro, it was awful.
Go on.
It was awful.
It was awful. Last I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, was, right, it was 74 for 7 or something like that.
Yes, and there was a recovery, but Pakistan managed to get to 174 all out. And when I
174,
checked last,
Is it
England-
swinging condition? Is it bowler friendly?
it was
condition?
overcast conditions.
Yeah.
But when I checked last, England are currently 51 for 0. So England are looking strong. England are looking quite strong. So let's see what happens.
Let's hope for rain. Let's hope for rain.
Let's hope for rain, or let's hope for a famous England collapse, which they're known for. So we will see what happens with that as well. Now, as usual, we always discuss the deed of the day. So this is something that we're quite passionate about, encouraging all our viewers out there. If you could put some message up on Facebook, what was your deed of the day today? We'll read them out as well. But for us, it was it's an important thing that we do. So without any delay, I'm going to get Was to come in and say, what's his thoughts on the deed of the day?
Halim Khan, bro. Let Halim go first
think of
this
your
time.
deed, yeah?
I've got to think of my deed, bro.
Right, my deed is very straightforward. My deed is quite simple.
Yeah.
But my deed is as simple as just picking a verse up and bringing him here.
Subhanallah, bro.
Bro.
Bringing your fellow dream team comrade to the
But
studio,
really and
yeah?
truly, bro, he didn't want to pick me up.
If I'm honest, I didn't want to pick him up. If I'm honest, you know what? I wanted him to pick me up. But you know what? It counts as a deed now, doesn't it?
Yes.
That I did the action. I picked him up instead.
Tiga Ghan was gone.
Borderline, man. Borderline. But we'll give him that. Because at the end of the day, any good is a deed, right? Yeah. Any type of goodness is a deed. So for me, obviously, everyone knows what I do at any time, which I don't need to keep repeating.
Have you gone a step further now?
No, I haven't done the cooking or anything like that. But you know what? I've turned it into a routine.
What,
so
eating?
No, I'm not eating. Eating's a must, of course. But helping the missus at Seri time, which I think compared to before, I couldn't even wake up properly. Now I'm helping her in the kitchen and stuff like that. So, big up to all the women out there, of course, that prepare Seri. It's not easy. Us guys stroll in and just about eat. Whereas they wake up a little bit earlier, make the effort to cook, so we got to acknowledge their efforts.
Yeah. Your turn, bro.
Oh yeah, and of course the main one, which I promoted last week as well, is giving sadaqah. So it was Jummah today. It's important to give sadaqah. So yeah, that was something that we did as a family today, and I encourage everyone else to take advantage and give sadaqah, especially by logging into minhajwelfare.org and donating there as well.
You know what? I was just thinking of my deed of the day, yeah? And this isn't for me to say, oh, you know what, I've given money or whatever. It's just come to maybe to encourage other people, and we can basically mention it that we are giving money, donating money, and collecting money for the people that are sitting i'tikaf in Pakistan.
Good.
So that's the biggest i'tikaf in the whole world after Makkah and Medina. So you can imagine how big it's actually going to be.
Where is it that takes place?
It's in Pakistan. In Lahore. Just
to
in
confirm
Lahore
again,
or just
it is Lahore. It's called Itikaf City as well. And just to confirm what you just said, it's actually the biggest Itikaf, the third biggest Itikaf in the world, right?
In the world.
After Makkah and Medina.
In the world. So there's people that come across the whole of Pakistan. There's people that come not just from Pakistan. There's people that come from all over the world to just sit in the company of Shaykhul Islam for 10 days. And there's various different lectures that go on. Everyone's be spiritually boosted up after these 10 days as well.
Are those lectures going to be live as well?
Yeah, so these lectures are going to be live. You can get them on Minhaj TV. And they're going to be on various other Facebook and YouTube channels as well. And this i'tikaf is going to be to sponsor a person. So we know in Pakistan, people, they can't afford money to, they're just about hand to mouth, if that. And so people that are basically coming out their way and they're sitting at the calf, so they're going to be leaving their jobs, they're going to be leaving their families, and they're going to be spending time in the presence of, they're basically secluding themselves for everything and spending time in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just to please Allah. So these people, they can't obviously afford it. So what we're doing is, on behalf of Minhaj Welfare Foundation, is for each person to sponsor one person, it's £15.
Yeah, and that manages the whole i'tikaf.
That manages the whole i'tikaf for that one person.
Wow, look at that.
So that £15 will go a long way. The people that can't afford to sit, inshallah, the rewards that they'll inshallah be getting will be getting part of those rewards as well, inshallah. So that's what I done, bro. I basically gave a little bit towards sponsoring a few people in Pakistan.
So with your donation, someone's able to sit at the calf without no headache. Fantastic. Well done, Brother West. That's a great initiative. So alhamdulillah, we're encouraging everyone else. While we're shortly going to go on a short break to get our first guest in, Brother Ismaili South. But yeah, we encourage everyone that put your messages on Facebook Live. You can tune in on Facebook Live, Ramadan FM 2018, and also go on YouTube Live as well. Put your comments on the deed of the day, what deeds you've done. Put your comments up on there, and inshallah we will and read them out as well. So without any delay, we're gonna get brother Ismail South into the studio. So keep tuned in, keep listening, and inshallah we will be back with you shortly.
And it's not going to be one of these long breaks like some people take. Yeah? It's going to be a short break. Inshallah,
Yes.
within 2 minutes, we'll be back.
Yes.
So everyone that's watching, everyone that's listening, stay tuned, and we'll be back inshallah.
The signature name when it comes to burgers and shakes. Our succulent burgers are prepared in front of you while you wait. Whether you go for the 6-ounce Mexican or the 10-ounce Texan, or you decide to go for our messy fries or buffalo wings, one thing you're guaranteed is quality. We've also got a range of desserts including our trademark shakes in all your favourite flavours. We're based at 400 Cranbrook Road in Gants Hill, so come down to dine in or order in on Uber Eats or Just Eat. Amigos, hats off to great burgers.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
Hey, तेन 20 बारी आके आता क्रिकेट ना खेलिया कर तो फिर विंडो पंच हो रही है.
Don't worry, Dad. Our windows needed changing anyway.
हाँ तो पैसे तू दे से ना.
Nah, don't worry, Dad. UK Windows will sort it out.
UK window? ओ कौन है ना?
They're the best double glazing company about. They do windows, patios, French doors, sliding doors, UPVC, aluminium, you name it, they've got it. We can go see them at 51 to 53 Upton Lane, Forest Gate E79PA, or call them at 07984 440 093, or visit ukwindowslondon.co.uk.
वाह जी वाह, ये तो कमाल है यार. UK Windows.
Zindabad!
Thinking about selling or letting your home? With Maxwell Estates, you don't need to look any further. Well established with over 15 years of experience, Maxwell Estates are specialists in residential sales and lettings. We manage over 200 properties in and around Northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximise the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
With over 25 years experience in the East London area, there's no better firm to rely on than Cameron Adams Century 21 when it comes to properties. Be it lettings, property management or sales, we can assist you to ensure you get the most out of your property. Contact us on 0208 558 2000 for a free, no obligation valuation and watch us do what we do best.
Grab your taste of luxury at Pink's Boutique. Designer brands like Hugo Boss and Armani to keep your style in check. Catering for ladies, men and kids, Pink's Boutique has it all under one roof. And we offer shipping worldwide. So get the look to fit your attitude. Visit us on our website at pinksboutique.co.uk. Remember, that's pnksboutique.co.uk. Or pop into our store at 302 Brentwood Road, Romford, RM2 5TA.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Drive Time. MashaAllah, Dream Team's here and we have brother Ismail South who's entered the studio as well. That kind of scared me. I thought
Sorry. What an intro.
Well, Ismail South is pumped. I love it. So yes, this is the kind of passion that we have, and mashallah, we have him in the studio. While Ismail is getting ready, I'm just going to give a small intro. But first, mashallah, we've had our first deed of the day that's come in. Sister Safina, who has said, my deed of the day was to give an advice to her sister who she could have easily ignored. So subhanallah.
Mashallah,
so well done, Sister Safina. That's the first one that's come in. I urge everyone else as well, that anyone else that's done the deed, any good deed for the day, do message us on Facebook and inshallah we will read them out as well. Now, just to give a small intro to Brother Ismail South. Everyone knows him now. We don't need much of an intro to Brother Ismail. He's a very prominent member of the Muslim community. But just to give a small background, Brother Ismail South in 1996 formed Mecca to Medina, the first Muslim hip-hop group. He's currently the founding member of the Salam Project, who supports youth across UK, does a lot of groundwork projects. You know, he's working on the ground. Very few brothers that I know, Brother Awas and Halim, that is actually doing work on the ground. You know, there's a lot of brothers who speak and say that we are doing this project, that project to tick boxes. But Brother Ismail is actually on the ground doing the work.
Inshallah,
you know,
try.
so Alhamdulillah, give him a lot of credit. He's up and down the country, you know, making a lot of difference, inshallah. Currently, we will see Brother Ismail, who currently hosts. He does a lot of things on the TV, does a lot of stage hosting, a lot of event hosting. He's currently on a singing break. But I'm sure Brother Awas will get him.
We can get a few
I'm sure we'll get
performances out
some.
of him.
We'll get some bars from Brother Ismail, especially with the passion that we've seen from Ismail. We will get that as well. So yeah, without any further delay, there was 2 topics that we wanted to discuss with Brother Ismail, and I'm sure he will bring in the Salam project with that. One topic is the rise of Muslim unemployment, and the second is the rise of Muslim prisoners. So without any delay, we're going to go in. Actually, first, before all that, I feel it's important, we've got Brother Ismail here as well, that we should give a mention to the Grenfell. Obviously, the public inquiry has just finished, and we will hope that some justice is delivered in that inquiry and the truth does come out. So I'm going to pass it over to Brother Ismail to say a few words about the Grenfell as well.
Yes, Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. As someone who grew up in West London, and I come from a Christian background, so if you're born in a Christian family, you have godparents. So my godfather, Uncle John, he was from Labatt Grove. So Labatt Grove is a place I fondly know very well, West London, Notting Hill, as a young person. And when I first converted to Islam, one of my favourite mosques was the Goulburn Road Mosque, which are both near the Grenfell Tower. Now, myself, I never do hardly anything, but the co-director of the Salam project, Mani Abdul Kareem, and our project worker, Brother Ali Kamara, who's going to come in later on, they both did volunteer on the ground for Grenfell. And they both mentioned that they saw your charity, MashaAllah, Minhaj Al-Quran Foundation, distributing food, distributing clothes, and they're speaking very highly of you. To say, be straightforward, my Ali Kamara, who works with me, he's very skeptical of charities because he's seen a lot of dodgy stuff. So when he heard about Minhaj Al-Quran Foundation, he said, yeah. So when he was helping out around Grenfell and he saw you guys coming, he called me and said, bruv, they're here! So that, for him, it revived his belief in Muslim charity.
Fantastic,
so, alhamdulillah. And what was beautiful about Grenfell was you saw the community come together. And what was amazing, people came from all over the UK. So there were people who were driving from Manchester, Birmingham, Leicester, Portsmouth. So even though it was a tragic tragedy, and may Allah bless all the souls of the people that passed away, but the positives we can get from it is it brought the BME, you could say, communities together. And there were a lot of things that went viral. There's one thing that sticks out. There were 3 white English sisters who were sitting down who were from Grenfell Tower. And they were saying, yeah, man, thank to those Muslim boys, because they forgot, they ignored the police, and they came to our door and they knocked and they helped us down. And that made me see, sometimes as Muslims we say dawa, dawa, dawa. That thing that went viral, that alone done so much positives for Muslims in the UK is unbelievable. But at the same time, we pray that justice will be done, and we pray that all the people get rehoused, and may Allah bless all the charities, including the Minhaj Al-Quran Foundation, also Muslim Aid, also National Zakat Foundation. I think all the Muslim charities, they came together.
Everyone united,
They united. So it was so nice to see the Muslim charities coming together. We always hear the negatives, but there were so many positives. So all I just pray, as someone who's from West London, it was nice to see, because I was in Manchester when it happened. We saw the fire. I was with my wife because we stayed up. We saw the fire at 2:00. Because as far as we know, Sky News were the first one to report it. We saw it at 2:00. I WhatsApp Rakeen, because Rakeen's always from Mecca to Medina. He's from Labatt Grove. And I WhatsApp some of my other Labatt Grove friends. And they said, what? And then I think it came on BBC and the rest around 3:30, 4:00. But anyway, alhamdulillah, the positives is we pray that everyone gets justice. And it's nice to see people like Mr. Lamy. And we see it's a cross-party thing. And may Allah bless everyone and help everyone that helped and was part of it.
I remember actually when Minhaj Welfare Foundation went to Grenfell, and we literally went the next day.
Yeah.
And the scene, there was two things that really got me. One was obviously the burning smell of the building, which was like, it just spread, it was just there, it was just so strong. And the second one, which was just really emotional, and it was really, you couldn't comprehend what's just happening, is you're seeing families, with missing they've got T-shirts
And
with
the missing child
sign, a missing child, or missing mom, or missing thing, and they're running around saying, "Have you seen this? Have you seen this person?" That, for me, to see that in UK, was I could not understand that. It felt like that's where it felt like we're in a war zone here. This is what people of Palestine, people of Syria are going through on a daily basis. And we are experiencing it here, where you've got families literally running around saying, "Have you seen my auntie? Have you seen my mum?" And I'm thinking, oh my word.
I mean, a year on, people still haven't got rehoused.
Yes, absolutely. People still staying in hotels.
Haven't got
People
rehoused, people are still missing.
Yeah.
So what's going on? I mean, what is the government doing about that? Is there any the inquiries? I mean, they're saying things are supposed to be happening now. It's been one whole year, and nothing's happened at all. It's still, everything's still as it is. So no conclusive. Oh, you know what? This is what happened. This is how it happened. The people that lost their lives, they want justice. Well, the families that are left behind, they want justice. So.
Yeah, it's terrible. And from what I've heard from friends and family who are affiliated, because I've been told by people I know people who are in there. But to be honest with you, there's only one family that I know personally. But and I found that the mother died. But from friends and family, they're telling me that some of these people have been rehoused to certain out of London. And what's happening is they're saying, sorry, I want to live close to the community. I want to live around the same borough at least. Because what it is, they're getting offered places
which are outside of London. It's probably a lot cheaper to accommodate them.
Some even being offered places in Manchester, Preston, Birmingham. But a lot of them, they want to stay in London or even in their borough at least. And I think that's where the issue lies. But I just think, like what you said, when you said you saw people saying father missing, you would never expect to see that in the UK.
No way.
And the lack of organisation, there should have been, it's easy to complain, but the reality is there should have been someone from the council who was a designated person to get all these people housed. How could it be 1 year later and none of these people, a lot of them, at least 50% of them are not rehoused. They're all in temporary housing.
Well, let's hope that inquiry does dig out some some dirt and hopefully speeds up the housing as well as what actually happened, and hopefully they can
something does happen. It doesn't look like it is, but hopefully it does.
Well, yeah, we all we can is hope.
Let's just hope for the best.
Exactly.
Hope for the best and pray for the best.
Now, without any delay, let's get into our first topic, which is the rise of Muslim unemployment.
Yes.
Currently, there are unemployment rates among Muslims more than double of any other community in the UK.
Ooh. More than double?
More than double.
And this is from...
So if you've got one community, double that's how many Muslims are unemployed.
No way.
That's the fact, bro. That's the fact. So Home Office report says 12.8 Muslims are unemployed. And I think that's probably rising when Brother Ismail comes in. And obviously they're saying that more Muslim women are unemployed. So and what the report is actually saying is the reason for the high unemployment. Yeah, obviously we're gonna discuss this in more detail. We're saying the reasons could be Islamophobia, could be racism, could be so on. But from what I did when I read up, was a lot of the reports were saying that due to the main reason, what the reports are highlighting for unemployment is that women are, because of their attire, because they wear the hijab, they feel that they can't get into unemployment, number one. And number two, women are putting their family commitments ahead of work commitments. That is their sort of, you will see the reports, they will say, oh yes, the rise of Muslim unemployment is due to Islamophobia, racism, but then they will spend more emphasis on this point. So yeah, it is a big problem right now. A lot of brothers and sisters out there are struggling to get into a working environment. Brother Ismail, you obviously work with a lot of youth. You tell us your thoughts on how Muslim unemployment is on the rise.
Yes, I believe that the reason why Muslim unemployment is high, I believe the fault lies on both ends. So yes, within the institution of the UK, there's a bit of institutionalized racism, Islamophobia. That goes without a doubt. But at the same time, there are people who are making strides. But I do believe that there's Muslim organizations, mosques that need to step up as well. There need to be career days for Muslims. Many young people, I'll be straight with you, so-called BME in general, don't know how to write a CV. They don't know how to conduct themselves in an interview. They believe when they write in an application form, believe it or not, I was with someone who done well in their GCSE, and when they were filling out their application form for a job, they put it in text language, like an LOL.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right, so, so we need. Like I said, yes. Don't get me wrong. Yes, there is institutionalized Islamophobia that is there. I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Muslim community groups and organizations need to step up to give leadership programs to young Muslims before they leave school, before they leave college, before they leave universities. And there are so many Muslim businesses around and Muslim charities. And I believe the Muslim charities who employ a lot of volunteers who are at college, at university, I'm going to be a bit controversial by saying they need to take on a responsibility of when you have a long-term volunteer who's been volunteering for your charity for over a year or 2 years, that you sit down with them and do a vocational one-to-one. What are your aspirations? What do you want to do? How can we help you? Because that's the least that we can do. I'm far from perfect, don't get me wrong. With the few people that volunteer with the Salam Project, I always tell them straight, look, I can't pay you the going rate. But tell me what you want to do, and I will try my best to help you to get there. And I think if charities like Islamic Relief done this, Human Appeal, the Minhaj Welfare Foundation, and all the charities were doing this, I think the statistics can go down. I think we could get more Muslims into employment.
So what you're saying is that actually the rise in unemployment is major in the youth. So we've heard what Moz said earlier on. He said that women play contribute massively towards this because of the culture and the cultural attitudes towards this. But also there's a lot of youth out there that want to get employed but are not getting what they need to be employed.
No, would it not come down to? I would come in there. Would it not come down to the grades that Muslim children are getting in school, the education which they're getting? There's a lot of dropouts. Isn't it coming from that early on, rather than we can't just Islamophobia, we can't just palm it off there. Isn't it down to the Muslims themselves as well?
Yes, I think in my opinion, it's a bit of both. But we have to remember, in the UK, this is from what I've seen. I believe if you're a person, you've got no grades, you've got no qualifications, but if you show a good attitude that you really want to do this job, I'm not saying it could be any job, but a lot of jobs out there in the UK that are available. If you show a good attitude and you show that you want to turn up on time and that you want to learn, I believe in the UK there are many opportunities like this for people without grades as well. So I think it's across the board. But yes, there needs to be a higher emphasis on achieving grades. But I do believe there are many jobs and opportunities for people without the grades as well.
I mean, is part of the problem, but then we can say that why is it only Muslims? Is part of the problem immigration as well? Let's bring that into the mix.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're going in. You're going in, Aki. There's a stench within the corporate world against immigration, because
it's a political thing that they're using.
And what a lot of people, I'm sure that you brothers are aware, people have this theory thinking it's only racist so-called people who are anti-immigration. I remember when the Brexit thing was going on, I met many black, British or Afro-Caribbean, and I met Muslims who were saying they're voting for Brexit. They said we need to stop the immigrants coming in. And I'm looking at them thinking, your parents were immigrants. What? Stop your parents from coming.
Brother Ismail, I'm just going to stop you there. We've got a call, so we'll just take the call.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, caller. You're live on Ramadan FM 2018. Who's calling?
This is Ahmed Khan.
Ahmed Khan.
Ahmed Khan, what would you like to say?
Yes, Ahmed, what would you like to say? So
Well, my sister, and me would like to recite a Naat.
MashaAllah.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not supposed to ring Muslims Got Talent over the weekend?
Yeah,
and you haven't rang the wrong show, have you, by any chance?
I think you rang 24 hours earlier.
Are you that excited about Muslims Got Talent that you're ringing into drive time? Yeah.
Okay, no.
Go on, you can recite. Go on. Since you rang the show, go on. You give us a little small note that you're about to read, inshallah. But make sure you ring in tomorrow as well. But go for it.
Okay.
That's a first.
Rabbi, oh my team, Allahu Allah, protect me and guide me, Allahu Allah. Oh, to your love and mercy, Allahu Allah. Ya Allah, don't depart me, Allahu Allah. Don't withhold me from your mercy, Allahu Allah.
MashaAllah. Thank you.
MashaAllah.
Guys, keep listening to Ramadan FM 2018, and inshallah, make sure you call tomorrow as well. Is it tomorrow or Sunday? Sunday.
No, there's a show tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
So 5:30 is the
Bright Stars.
Yeah, Bright Stars. So there's a Nard competition. Or there's Muslims Got Talent, which is gonna be on Sunday
morning.
Morning. You can call midday because I know definitely I don't know what time it starts. By 12 o'clock it will be on. So it's your option, or you can call in.
Well done.
Thanks for the call.
MashaAllah, that Brother Ismail was in the flow. We're thinking someone else is going to enter in the debate. We got to give the little ones.
MashaAllah.
We got to give the little ones encouragement.
They've got to
Definitely.
perform the nard. MashaAllah.
So, Brother Awas dropped a bombshell and said that do we blame immigration for the rise in Muslim unemployment? I mean, I think it is a political thing that right now the politicians are using. We know this was a huge thing when Brexit was getting campaigned about. So in terms of employment, I think what Brother Ismail has been saying that obviously on one hand there is that problem where you've got the racism, you've got the Islamophobia, but I think if we can maybe just dwell in a little bit into what Ismail was saying about how mosques, community centres, projects that need to take place to encourage our youth, because it seems like in the schools, it's gone down. I remember we used to have a careers department. When we were in school, you would have a careers lady, a famous careers lady that you would discuss that, okay, these are the GCSEs I'm thinking of doing. What do you think? And they would say, look, what kind of career you're thinking in? What is your aspirations? And you would have these discussions when we were in school. But now, you know, Brother Halim, as a teacher himself, he don't even have time to give to his own class because he's got too many forms to fill up. How he's going to give careers advice?
You know what I'm going to say? If there's an employer, there's someone, a Muslim lady that comes with a scarf, or you know what, with the full works. So it comes with a niqab. And there's another non-Muslim, and she comes just normally dressed, Okay, normally dressed being the normal, you know what, British, you know what, how should I put that? In terms of British, you know what, Muslims, Islamic clothing, if you wear British clothing, which, you know
modest,
what, jeans and, modest, you know what,
on, bro.
Thanks for saving me, bro. So, if there's some, exactly with the same education, same experience, same everything, who is the employer going to pick? It's obviously not going to be the person that's come in a hijab or in a niqab. So there is something is wrong there. So there is a case, you know what, Muslim women, that's going to be one reason why the employment within Muslim women is going to be a lot higher than Muslim men and overall society within Britain. So that's definitely going to be a reason. We can't ignore that.
And I was just reading an article earlier on, and one of the questions that are being asked to Muslim or British Pakistani women is that, what are your future plans in terms of your family?
Yes.
What is your future family plans? So again, straight away, the discrimination starts during the interview process.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, because I was with a group of young Somali girls in Moss Side, and they were either doing their A levels or just doing a degree. So they were like between 18 and 20. And I just said to them flippantly, so what are your plans when you leave education? Do you know what you want to do? And what I found surprising was that not one of them said, I want to do this. They said, I'm not sure what I want to do. So I do believe that there needs to be something instilled where our young people are encouraged to have aspirations.
Yes.
Because I believe as well, some people, they believe, like I met a group of people, they said, there's no point saying what I want to do, they're racist, there's no point me in applying. So I believe in having that negative attitude can also be a problem as well.
Definitely.
Yes, we recognize that there's racism and recognize Islamophobia, but we have to recognize it with hard work, diligence, and with hardship and facing, you can achieve. Like me, for example, I'm from the inner city. I'm from South Kilburn Estate, and I said to someone when I left school, someone asked what do I want to do. So there's 2 jobs I want to do. I want to get into journalism, or I want to get into banking. Because my typing, this was before the internet, my typing skills were rubbish. So I said, you know what, I'm going for banking. So my friend said to me, no, you can't get into banking. They don't want no black people. And I said, no, I'm going to get into it. You watch. So even though banking is not like a major thing, but I made sure I pushed hard, I worked hard, I got the grades I needed, I made sure I studied and I read up about banking. And then when I got the opportunity, I got offered 3 jobs. So I got offered a job from the Bank of England and from NatWest, and I worked in banking for over 7-8 years. And I saw, and there were jobs that were offered to me that I never even go for. People would come to me and say, look, I got this promotion, I want you to go for it. And so it made me see because I used to think to myself, there's no point me applying, I'm black, they ain't gonna give it to me. And then I learnt, because from what I saw, if someone has the mentality, I'm gonna go for it, I don't care if you don't like me. Because from what I've seen, the people at the top, in some cases, they don't care where you're from. All they care that you could do the job. You do it on time.
And you do it well.
And you do the job well, and you make their department look good.
Would part of the problem not be, I'm going to throw it out there, the 5 to 7 madrasa that we have? So a child, one second, I'll tell you why. Tell you why. The child comes home from school, yeah? School finishes these days about 4 o'clock. Yeah. 5 o'clock the madrasa starts. Yeah. Right. So they've got to be at the madrasa for 5. Yeah, 5 to 7, there's about 80 people in one class. Yeah, there's a person that's basically at the front, and they probably, if you know what, it still goes on. They've got a ruler in their hand, and that's it. They basically play smacking sixes. Yeah, they're smacking sixes with their head. Yeah, and 7 o'clock they finish. Yeah, then they come home, and it's they're going through so much every single day, Monday to Friday. Where do they get time to study?
This is deep. Yeah, you've got an excellent point.
But
but it's gonna be a bit controversial. My wife's gonna be upset with me, but I'm gonna keep it real. I do believe that a lot of these madrasas, from what I've seen, they're brilliant. They're brilliant. Their institutions are brilliant. But from what I have seen, they're teaching young people just to regurgitate the Quran. And when you speak to a lot of them, they don't know what it means. They just, mashallah, it's lovely they can recite the Quran. But I've done prison visits and gone certain places, and you're thinking, my God, and you're meeting someone and said, yeah, don't feel, you know me, I know the whole Quran, and I'm thinking, right, and then you're thinking, yeah, right, and they're reciting the whole Quran to you. So I do believe the system might need reforming. That's my opinion.
Thank you. May have
Good
put
time for
trigger
call.
there,
Let's
Vas.
see if there's another machine coming in. Assalamu alaikum, caller. You're live on Ramadan FM 2018. Who's calling now?
My name's Safina. I'm calling from London. Welcome, still.
Sister Safina, mashallah. How are you? How's Ramadan going? Is everything going well?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. It's going well, and thanks to the drive time. This is the time I get into the kitchen while I'm listening to you guys.
Mashallah.
And I had to put everything down because I had to talk about the madrasa that Avaya goes to, where there's 80 people in a class.
Pull the trigger there, Vas.
You pull the trigger. Yep, Sister Safina, all yours. Go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah, which one was this madrasa that you went to?
No, I'm just saying, you know what, okay, you know what, 80, maybe I slightly exaggerated, but there is, look, in one class, there's many madrasas where there's 40 children in one class. There's many madrasas like that.
I do agree with you there. Maybe not 40, maybe about 30.
No, there's definitely 40 plus. Should,
yeah, but I don't think you get the kids of that age, you know. I think they finish madrasa by about 12, you know, where we're talking about employment and careers advice and stuff like that.
They do go up to 16. So there's many madrasas that go up to the age of 16. where they advanced is instead of they advanced. You know what? They start going into hifz. Yeah. So some of the madrasas, when they go into hifz as well, this is another plus. Yeah. When they're going into hifz, yeah, so they never complete their hifz. When they go into hifz, not only are they going after school, they're actually going before school as well. So after Fajr, whether Fajr is at 4 o'clock or whether Fajr is at 7 o'clock, yeah, they're spending an extra hour, 2 hours. They're going to school completely knackered.
Fair point, but that that is the bad side of madrasas, but there are good sides to madrasas as well.
Definitely, there
so
are
maybe
good
we should
sides.
kind of, yeah.
I mean, Safina, would you argue madrasas perhaps could do more, as Brother Ismail's mentioned earlier?
They
as well,
definitely
that
could.
Within
They definitely
the
could.
madrasa system, you would instill a curriculum perhaps that there would be career building. You would encourage the children, okay, go out there, advance in your careers, and so on. Do you think that's something that madrasa should be doing?
Definitely. I mean, a couple of years ago, I was in charge of Minhaj Madrasa.
Yes.
As you know, and we did try to make it more mirror the schooling system that the kids are used to. So instead of having that picture that Aves so lovely, it was painted, there's 80 kids in a room and there's a person stood with a ruler at the front. Yeah, sadly, that is the case for many madrasas. And for Minhaj, it wasn't as bad as Aves makes it sound, but there was this, culturally set way of teaching madrasa where the kids would just go in, not allowed to talk, sitting there just constantly reciting their 1 or 2 lines of sabak that they've got. We did try to change that, and then for personal reasons I had to move away from the madrasa. But I think it is very important for people who run madrasas to kind of value children and to nurture them, and to not just think of it as a 2-hour thing where they come in, because like Aves said, these children, they go in there every day, every weekday for years and years. And while I was there, I tried to liaise with local schools. So where there was kids who were kind of suffering at school, because of whatever reason, we tried to get the schools to kind of, pinpoint them children that would come into our madrasa as well. And then we set up a homework club. So twice a week we had a homework club where we would just help with maths and English. And their Quran, they would read their Quran for 10-15 minutes, and then they would come to another room where we would just focus on English and maths and homework that they'd got from school. I don't know if they still do that at the madrasa, but we started that.
See, now that's excellent.
The madrasas can play a good role in this, because if you look at research, they find that what Aves touched on is that the kids, they don't have time to focus on other things. Like even in primary school now, they don't give that much homework, but they encourage children to read, whether it's a novel or an encyclopedia or something, just to encourage them to read. Because what happens is when they're reading, they're picking up, subconsciously, they're picking up vocabulary, they're picking up styles of writing, and that helps them when they come to do their own writing. It helps them because they've kind of absorbed that. So, even things like if they had, madrasas had like once a week or something where they just read from other literature, not just from the Quran, other literature, it could be Islamic literature, reading about personalities in Islam, or reading about, describing Islamic countries or stuff like that. So it's something close to my heart, and I just had to ring in and just
so
put my
sister, you said you started this off in the Minhaj Madrasa. I know you didn't carry on, but what did you get any feedback from this? What were the local parents saying?
Kids loved it. The kids loved it. The parents loved it. We had a waiting list because we wanted to make it something quality. We just opened it up to like the first 15 kids that could come in, and then so we had 15 kids on the Tuesday, and then we had the other 15 kids on the Thursday. So it was Tuesdays and Thursdays that we were doing this, and we had a waiting list basically, because we sent out a letter asking if anybody was interested in this, and explaining to them that would mean that on Tuesdays or Thursdays their child would not read as much sabak, or they wouldn't do their memorization or whatever, so the parents were aware. And we were overwhelmed with the response, and within like 10 minutes of that letter going out, that 15 name slot was full.
Mashallah.
Because the initial plan was just to do it once a week, you see, and then because it was full straight away, then we opened it to Thursdays as well. With a different
mashallah, it's
group of kids.
definitely some excellent work.
Yeah, it's much needed. It's much needed. Yeah.
Yeah, no, mashallah, and jazakallah, and thank you very much for the phone call and your input as well. Jazakallah khair.
Keep listening, inshallah.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah.
Mashallah, that was Sister Safina, who was the principal of a madrasa, a sister, mashallah.
Mashallah.
So that in itself shows.
So that's two things that, you know what, two barriers that we've basically,
two barriers that we. But I wanna just conclude on this topic and just ask Ismail if he's aware of this point as well. One is with the obviously with employment, they are all governed by, you know, whether it's ACAS, whether it's the employment lobbies and so on. And one of the acts is the Equal Opportunities Act.
Yeah.
Now, is that a body that someone, if they feel, you know, they've been discriminated or so on, they could lobby these groups? Is that something that, because I know with ACAS they're quite active. Yeah. If you go to them when you've been unfair, dismissed or so on, they would react. But is there a certain law or is there a certain body that you could go to that if you feel that you've been discriminated, that could perhaps make a difference?
From my experience, depending on the company that you work for, there's normally
a solid HR department. Yeah.
And they said pull out the policies and procedures regarding to equal opportunities, and that's where
you can hold them to account to them, isn't it?
Yeah. So, like, as you know, from a Muslim standpoint, I want to pray. I want to pray on Friday, Jummah, and they said, no, you can't go at this time. So when you put out the policies and procedures regarding to equal opportunities, that's allowed many Muslims to pray Jummah without any hassle. But as you know, now what's happened now, the unions are very savvy on, I would personally recommend people go through the HR first, but if you don't find them useful, go through your union. And because unions are very savvy on Muslim rights, especially now.
Yeah.
That's one of the benefits of the current state of the trade unions and multicultural Britain.
And there are other solutions that we were talking off here during the selection process.
Yes.
I think there was an article on HSBC, a non-bank, that in their initial screening process, they would take out the names of the CVs or the applications, so that someone who would be going through the door would be judged on merit. We're not sure what would happen, obviously, with the interview process, but at least they get through stage one.
Yeah.
And that can only be a good thing. That can be only a good thing. And you know,
positive.
You would encourage more employers to take that the HR department, when they receive the CVs, to block out the names and let the selection panel judge on merit, not on the color of their skin or the length of their name. You know, that surely can be a good thing. However, because time is very short and we've hit 6 o'clock already, and I want to discuss the second topic as well. So we should give it a bit more weight as well. Brother Ismail is working quite passionately in this sector as well, in a lot of prisons up and down UK. Now, there has been a rise of Muslim prisoners.
Yes.
Big time. There are currently 13,000 Muslims in prison.
Whoa.
Total population of the prison, I'm not sure what it is, but 15% of that prison population is Muslim. And bear in mind, there is only 5% Muslims in UK.
Yeah.
Triple.
So yeah, exactly. So that in itself is scary. So huge rise in the number of Muslim prisoners in UK. Ismail, I'm going to ask it straight to you, man.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on that? How has this happened all of a sudden that there's a huge number of Muslim prisoners?
Okay, in my opinion, it's different factors. One, marginalization, disenfranchisement with society. That's one. Two, in general, of course, like in every society today, the divorce rate is very high. So just like the Muslim community is no different, the divorce rate is very high. So you hear of a lot of people, they kind of go a bit wayward when their parents are split up. In most cases, the father leaves the house, and the boy, in most cases, left with the mother. So the father, the disciplinary, if I can say it properly, disciplinarian. Sorry,
I was just about to step in there. But
I can't. Yeah, no, I'll let you say. Yeah, I can't say. When he leaves the house, the boy takes the
father role.
Yeah, takes the father role in most cases. Or sometimes he used to come in by 7 o'clock, but now the father's not in. He come in at 10. Yeah. So, and then you have issues around the fathers working all late nights. So there's many communities within the Muslim community where the father, he works all day and night. So he hardly comes in. So the mother's at home. So because his father's not in, he's out and about. Now, another statistic which I found alarming is during Ramadan, the amount of Muslims in prisons go up.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah. I wish I brought it with me. I couldn't find it.
No way. Is that because the fasting's getting too hot?
No. What they're saying is because the fathers are not in the
households.
They're either from the work to the mosque, so they're not in the household more. So they said that the stats of the Muslims in prison go up. But at the same time, I must say, in prisons there are a lot of conversions / reversions as well. So that's what spikes up the statistics.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So there's a lot of conversion reversion of black brothers, white brothers, Hindu people, Sikhs, because in some prisons, not all, the Muslims are very organized, whereby the press side to say, the Muslim gangs control the prisons. No, it's not like that. There's prisons where when there's any conflict that's happening between various gangs or whatever, in some prisons, the Muslims are known to come in and say, look, we're not fighting here. We want peace. We better stop this. And when people see this and they hear about Islam, and when you hear what Islam teaches, that when you're in prison, for some people, it's a coping mechanism. And the sad reality is not all. I'm just estimating, I would say at least 30 to a third, when they come out of prison, they don't practice, or some keep it for a week and then they leave, or some don't want nothing to do with Islam again. Likewise, you have some born Muslims who are practicing Islam in prison. When they come out, they don't want to practice again. So I think that's what spikes up the statistics, because there's a lot of conversions, reversions in prison. And when you convert and revert in prison, you have to fill in certain paperwork now.
You do?
Yeah, because there was a time when it was seen. Okay, I put it nicely. I'm just going to tell you how it is.
Yeah,
go for it.
I had a meeting with a lady who was worked with prisoners in Moss Side, Manchester, and she said to me, herself, she's half white English and half Somali, and she said, my advice to anyone who converts to Islam in prison is not to tell the chaplain or whatever, because you're going to be under eternal investigation, under internal scrutiny, because there's a stereotype is if you convert to Islam in prison, you're seen as a wannabe extremist.
Wow.
So this is what she was telling me, and she was just saying the paperwork that she's personally seen, the files that she's seen, the meetings that she's attended. There's a big scrutiny.
Why? What's the reason for that? What's the reason to fill out all paperwork all of a sudden? It's never happened before, as far as I'm aware. What's the reason for that?
Yeah, because you got to get access, so-called halal food, and you got to get access to your chaplain if there's any issues. Sometimes, so that's why you got to fill in certain forms.
Okay.
That's right. I'm sorry, go on, Halim.
You mentioned extremism.
Yeah.
So, the media has a focus on, the media has a focus on Muslim being terrorists, and so on and so forth. Is there a rise in extremism that's resulting to the increased numbers, the increase of the rise in Muslims in prisons? Is there reason? Is there a direct correlation there as well?
And Ismail, I would add a sub question to that as well by saying that obviously you work in prisons and you're doing work, mashallah, great work. What is there actually, because the way we get sold on media and articles and so on, that radicalization is happening in prisons as well. Now, a sub thing to that would be that, as Brother Halim's saying, is there a rise of, is one of the reasons a rise in the Muslim prisoner population due to extremism? And secondly, is there radicalization
in the
happening in the prisons?
Yeah, from the work that we do, it's gone down. I would say in the early 2000s, it was much worse. Because in the early 2000s, there were no regulations. So you'd go to a cell, I can say this openly, and someone would have a Abu Qatada CD, a Sheikh Faisal CD, Imam and Lucky CD.
And that was within the prisons at that time.
And that was in the prison. That was really, and the reality of the situation is, if we could understand, if you're a prison guard, a white British prison guard, you don't hang out with Muslims.
You don't know who these
you don't know who Muslims are.
Yeah.
You just see, with all Jews, but you just see them all as the same. You understand? So so there was no regulations in the early 2000s, 15 years ago. But now what's happened now, because of some chaplains who came together, mashallah, Imam Kabir and others, they've written down a list to inform guards, if you see anyone with a CD like this, take it off,
away.
Like this. So that's why now it's gone down.
So that's within prison.
really
So
good.
what about, is there a direct correlation of, let's just say, vulnerable youth getting radicalized and then going in prison, and that's increasing the number of Muslims in prison? That's increasing the numbers.
No, I would say now it's gone down, because in prison now, the Muslim chaplains, they've learnt from the mistakes of before, and they clamping down on it. And when they see or hear signs of it, they deal with it. They invite people to come in, and they're working with more community groups and organizations.
Right.
So I would say it was an issue between 2000 and 2004.
So the majority of cases, or the majority of Muslim cases going into prison, are more than likely to be non-terrorism.
Terrorism is 0.01.
Right.
Yeah.
Majority is same like everyone else. Petty theft, crime, blue collar crime, fraud, domestic issues. It's like everyone else.
Go on.
I was saying one of the main reasons, obviously we've discussed terrorism and so on. One of the main reasons we know that the rise is taking place is the gang culture.
Yes.
Now, this I feel is being talked about less and less. You
Yes.
talk about sexual grooming gangs.
Yes.
You're talking about radicalization, terrorism, and so on. But no one mentions about the deadly virus of the growing number of gangs.
Yes.
In UK,
Yes.
how they are infiltrating the youth. And it seems very sophisticated now.
Very.
Whether it's through social media,
Yes.
you've got the gang leaders on there.
Yeah.
Whether it's the handouts,
Yeah.
the money,
Yeah.
and so on. This lifestyle is becoming more driven
Yes.
for our Muslim youth and other youth.
Yeah.
That they're getting captured.
Yeah, because the local drug dealer, whether they be Muslim or non-Muslim, as we know, there's many Muslim drug dealers as well as non-Muslim ones. They know if they had to deliver some drugs, like we're in Forest Gate now, to Whitechapel, they know that for them to be walking from here or driving there is too obvious. So what they're doing, as I'm sure you guys are aware, they go into the schools. They say, you want to earn a quick £50. Let's imagine you're a 12-year-old boy and someone said to you, carry this to Whitechapel Market and I'll give you, here's £50 now. When you drop it off, I'll give you another £50. That's £100 to drop it off. And that's the beginning stage of the grooming. And this is what all gangs are doing, of all ethnicities, the white British, the Muslim, the black, and that's what's getting it. So this is the first point. And the second point is, even though I do rap or whatever, it's the rap culture as well. I don't know, I feel like an old fogey saying, no, the rap is haram. No, it's not the rap is haram. What it is, the rap gang thing is getting so bad now. It's so bad. If I previously had beef, with Minhaj Al-Quran Welfare Foundation.
Oh, don't say that, bro.
No, we won't say it. Okay, stop like that. I had beef with
Mr. A.
Yeah, Mr. A. And in my video, Ali or yourself is in the video, just nodding your head to the video. Mr. A and his people, if they see you on the street, they're trying to kill you because because you was in his video.
Yeah.
That's how crazy it is. Just because sometimes the people, they don't even know what the rapper's saying. They just want to be in the video because they could go and tell their friends and girls, look, I'm in a music video. And there's people being killed just because they were in a rap grime video, dissing someone else. And this is how crazy it gets. And then from there, the brothers, the cousins want to get the revenge, and it's like a never-ending circle.
You know what? Would one of the problems? I'm going to come back to the madrasas, to the mosque.
He's on it today.
Would one of the problems not be when the youth, whatever age they are, the language which they speak is English. When they go to the mosque, there's speeches, there's khutbahs, it's going on in different languages. Is that not a problem?
That's a big problem. So I could say from a slash revert point of view, the reason why Sheikh Faisal became popular, who was an extremist Jamaican sheikh, I was explaining to someone, was when he was around, he was where he used to do Jummah was one of 3 places in London, as far as we knew, that done their Jummahs in English.
Wow. There you go.
So there are people, like for example me, we're not into killing Sikhs and Hindus or saying kill the kuffar, but we're thinking, know what, he's a bit crazy. This is what we were thinking, because this is before the extremists happened. He's a bit of a crazy Jamaican, but boy, the Jummah's in English. We used to see it as a comedy, to be honest with you. So we used to go. Because we used to say things like, if you see a Hindu with a mark there, that tells you where to shoot, right? So,
wow, isn't that bad?
Yeah, he was crazy. That is another thing. It's
but it wasn't like you may. It's probably not as regulated like now. If anyone said that, that's it. Bang, they'll be locked up straight away.
But then, because this is 1999, 2000. So he used to get away with saying the most crazy stuff. So we used to just go there. Look, it's in English. Let's just go there. So I'm thinking, if that's us saying that as young guys, if you're a young guy, as you know, a lot of the young Muslims growing up, some of them do know their language, but I automatically thought a lot of young Asians and young Somalis and young Arabs, I automatically thought they know their language inside out. What I'm learning recently is a lot of them say they don't know their language fully.
No, 100%.
And you know what? That's happening. That's happening within all communities. From the Indian subcontinent, the younger generation that are growing up, they don't know the language. But still, the speeches are going on in the Urdu, in the Bengali, in the whatever other languages there are, and they don't understand the language. So that is definitely going to be a contributing factor to not unemployment, to rising numbers in prison as well, with the madrasa as well. So the mosque has a massive role to play within this as well, and what we can do within mosques. So we can talk about, you know what, this possibly could happen. You know what, this is what's going on. Gangs, grooming gangs. How to basically just watch out so the youth know. Basically someone that's got a 12-year-old child, the parent might not know what's going on. But once they're made aware from the mosque, it's the role of the mosque to basically let the parents know, and they've got a vital role to play. Not just do your speeches and do your slogans and give out your food. We've basically got to do something about it as well.
I think the key with the institutions is that they need to provide the space. Without judgment, because you do see the youth are going to get more disorientated with what you're saying, Awais, that 100% they're going to turn more away. That we need to make these institutions, these mosques, these masjids more welcoming,
more inclusive for our youth.
Even if they just get to chill there, just chill there, have someone to speak to. I'm sure these, they can have physical role models there, and that would eventually help the cause.
I agree. What I'm really would love to see is, and I know a lot of mosques are doing this at the moment. I think this mosque does it as well. A lot of mosques have like a spare room.
Yes.
And I've seen this many times. They've got a spare room when Jummah comes. That's the room where they count the money, the Jummah collections. I'm of the opinion, I know it's easy to say, but I've seen it possible, that when they're doing their collections on Jummah prayer to get the chandeliers or whatever, 1 or 2 weeks, use that money to buy a pool table, a bar football, a table tennis, and have a youth club. And like what you said, invite all young people, including the young Muslims. And that even if you bun a spliff, forgive me, I know it's Ramadan, may Allah forgive me, but I'm just keeping it real. Even if you bun a spliff, you drink a beer, whatever, you're welcome too. But all I know is, while you're here, we're not here to judge you, but we just want to know it's neutral. But if you want to smoke outside, smoke outside. And it's just that safe space so they know they could just come and chill out.
Because where everyone is going to be feeling welcome.
Because we're in northwest London. Because they've closed down nearly all of the youth clubs, all the young people hang out outside the betting shop.
There you go. This is it. This is exactly.
And that's the beginning. So like if you're a drug dealer now, you say, look, yeah, man, I don't want to go there. I'm going to get killed. Let me send one of these little youths outside the betting shop. Here's £50. Go and send this. And that's how it starts.
No, that's a very good point. In terms of the mosque should basically open up, give spaces to the youth to basically give them opportunities so they're welcomed in the mosque as well. So
and there's funding available for them. That's the thing. There's funding available from white British organisations, from the council. and there's an organisation called Near Neighbours. They're an interfaith funding organisation. If you're doing anything around youth and community, especially mosques, because they want to help mosques, and they said Pentecostal churches, because they said they're not coming forward, and they will give them funding to start up.
Excellent.
But Ismail, I'm gonna a great comment by a sister saying the masjid should be a youth club for kids. The kids are our future. So mashallah, that's exactly what the route where we need to take. But Ismail, as we're drawing to a conclusion, I'm going to give this opportunity, number one, to say thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Number two, if you could kindly explain what Salam Project's doing next, what's happening, what are your projects that you're going to do, and obviously we're not going to let you go without
dropping some bars.
Dropping some bars. So I'm going to leave it to you, and then inshallah.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. It's a great honor. I always love to come to this place. Alhamdulillah, I feel like it's like my second home. Now we run the Salam Project. We're currently doing 3 projects. We're doing a mentor and a referral project called Aspire to Change. So if there's a young person who's been excluded from school, who's getting in trouble a lot or whatever, we assign them like a mentor, and that mentor is around the person's interests. So if they're into music, we get someone, we've got a mentor who's like a studio producer. He could mentor that person once a week. So we've got a mentor project. Also, that within that mentor project, we do tutoring. So that person will help the person with their English, their maths, or literacy, numeracy, and other things. Then the second project we're doing an interfaith project with Faith Forum for London, where we're getting churches to work with mosques to do youth or community or women's programs. And then the third project we're doing is just gone out of my head. The third project we're doing an outreach project, and that's when we're going into schools, youth clubs and prisons around the country to do workshops around gang intervention, around extremism, radicalization awareness, around employability skills and aspirations. And these are the main projects that we're doing at the moment.
Lovely. Right. So, boy, Ismail.
Okay, let me try to brainstorm. Okay.
Just free flow.
Okay, let me free flow. Yeah. And you done all the flex. We bust the rhymes clean. Rage your Ramadan 2018 on the scene. You done know the scheme. We're not here to cry. We're not here to beam. I don't know what I'm saying in the Ilford area. Trying to avoid the madness and hysteria. Strive for greatness in all that you do. I pass through. Busting the skills brand new. The laptop, the camera, and the microphone. I thank Allah for blessing me with our skin and bones. May Allah bless all the people. And make He take us away from the madness and evil. Live and direct in East London. Surrounded by the madness and the confusion. I pray for peace and serenity, and I pray that we can help every one part of humanity. May Allah bless the people in Grenfell, because now and times the people them fell, they lost their homes and they lost their shelter. May Allah bless them left, right and center. I pray that we can strive for the best. I pray Allah bless us with life and the zest. Radio Ramadan 2018 is here. May Allah bless our hearts with love, taqwa and fear. Blam.
What a talent.
Look at that.
But Ismail, I don't know how he does that.
That was all freestyle, bro.
Freestyle, bro. Look at the way it was flowing.
Even though I've retired, I listened to Dean Squad and I listened to Khalid Siddiq and Ahmed Ikhlas. Those are the 3 acts I listened to keep me like.
You should come back on the scene.
Well, who knows? Guys, stay tuned. We are drawing this segment to a close. We've got Charles. We're going to bring him on next because he's been here for a while now. So I'm going to get him on. And then Brother Ali Kamara will end the show. I think it will only make sense with his entertainment. And if Brother Ismail is going to stick around, I would say he would join us on that last segment as well. And we'll get Brother Ali Kamara as well. So, yes, stay tuned.
Before we go on a break, Mos, one thing. We've got another deed of the day.
And
and that's from Sister Anam.
Yes.
And she said, my good deed of the day was that I didn't want to make a paratha for us. But I did. Looks like we know what you've been having for Seri, bro.
You know what, bro? Look, I'll tell you the good thing. Alhamdulillah, yeah? Me and my wife, we've got a 50-50 relationship. Alhamdulillah.
50-50 relationship?
50-50. She cooks and I eat.
MashaAllah. That's your deed of the day. Alhamdulillah. Well, yeah, and another sister, Sister Yasmin, has come back and said she gave dawah to a non-Muslim. She was honoured. felt humble to answer the questions on different issues regarding fasting. Wow, so brilliant. So the deeds are coming in. So yeah, guys, we are going to go on a little small break, and we're going to bring Charles in, talk about fitness and religion, and have a very interesting session. So keep listening. We'll be announcing some stuff as well. Inshallah, there'll be a surprise, and hopefully there'll be a little gift that I'll be looking to give out as well. So guys, keep listening to Ramadan FM 2018. We will literally be back after this short break. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Beloved, if it is your time to experience a spiritual journey words cannot justify, then join us at Sam Travel and Tours and book your Hajj and Umrah packages today. We offer group and tailor-made packages for all your requirements. Based on Romford Road in London, for our last 10 days Umrah package, please call us on 0208 478 8911.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
MR Accountants provide a full range of accountancy and taxation services, including annual and management accounts, self-assessment, tax returns, VAT, bookkeeping and payroll services to all different types of businesses. With our in-house chartered accountants, you can be guaranteed to save money. Contact us now on 0203 432 9138.
कितनी बार कहा है कि घर को साफ रखा करो। मैं तो थक गई हूँ सफाई कर करके।
उफ, ये कॉकरोच, चूहे, कीड़े मकोड़े घर में घुस आए हैं। कहाँ जाऊँ, किसको बुलाऊं?
माँ, बहन, बीवी और बच्चे, किसी को भी इंसेक्ट्स नहीं लगते हैं ये अच्छे। So don't worry, I'll call City Pest Control. Deal with cockroaches, mice, rats, bed bugs, fleas, flies, all types of insects and rodents. 0203 633 0080 or 0770 279 8808. www.cpestc.com. City Pest Control, large enough to cope, small enough to care. All our technicians are British Pest Control Association qualified, and we are regulated by the Royal Society of Public Health.
This Ramadan, visit Al Akbar's for all your meat and poultry needs. We buy only the highest quality meat and are HMC registered. We've got some amazing offers on all our products this Ramadan, and we provide free local delivery for all our customers. We also cater for restaurants and large events, so no matter how big or small your order is, Al Akbar's is the name to remember. Visit us now at 51 to 53 Upton Lane, Forest Gate, E79PA, or call us at 0208 472 5742. Al Akbar's, the name to remember.
Yo, bro! Kazi's getting married and I need to get hold of a car.
Yar, I know some boys who know some boys who know SPM Car Hire. They got the best cars in town. Rolls Royces, Ranges, Maseratis, Aston Martins. Cause you name it, they got it. With the best prices in town.
Sorted! Looks like I'm going to this wedding in a Range then.
They'll drop off the car and pick you up once you're done. Just give them a ring on 01798 397 916 or visit them online spmhire.com or find them on Instagram.
Looking for meat and groceries? Look no further than Waris Food Store in Walthamstow. Visit the store to view our special Ramadan offers. 420 Hull Street, Walthamstow, E17 9AA. Or for free delivery, call us on 0208 521 0000. We have fresh deliveries of poultry and vegetables every day. Waris Food Store in Walthamstow.
Reliance Solicitors fight to protect your legal rights. Our firm offers a wide range of services including immigration, family law, commercial law, civil litigation, personal injury, landlord and tenant disputes and employment law. Visit us at 602A High Road, 7 Kings, Ilford, IG3 8BU or call 0207 183 5439. Reliance Solicitors, where every client matters.
Non-sleeve with the muscles out, man.
Yeah. No, I had to cover that.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Ramadan FM 2018, and it's drive time with your dream team. So mashallah, we are live and we had a very interesting discussion with Brother Ismail Lee South regarding the rise of Muslim unemployment and the rise of Muslim prisoners. So now we have in the house a true inspiration. We have Charles. Just to give guys an introduction on Charles. Charles is currently a fitness coach for a number of years now. Actually, you know what, guys? This is what I'm going to say, yeah? Looking at Charles right now, he's been a fitness instructor for a very long time. So I'm going to put it out there, just to set the mood of our viewers and listeners out there. I'm going to ask the listeners and the viewers to guess my man's age. Because I was just about to reveal it, but I thought, you know what? Let's guess Charles' age. So you can see the beauty of this guy, the physical specimen of this guy. We have Charles here, so whoever can get his age right, I will pay for a intro session with Charles. So that is the gift out there. So whoever wants, because I want to give a personal introduction to Charles. I've known Charles for a very, very long time, and people know that before my marriage, I had a lot of weight issues.
We all know that.
Everyone knows that.
What did you say? A bit of weight issue? Did you say, or did you say a lot?
There was huge weight issues.
There was huge, massive,
issues. Yes. So
gigantic.
I remember.
We get the point of
the scene. Yes. All right, Wes. All right. The scene I remember for me was a wake up call. Was on my engagement when I got engaged to my wife. I'm sitting there, and I saw the picture afterwards, and I'm seeing her little small petite girl, and I'm seeing me, a huge man sitting next to her, and I thought to myself, oh my God, I'm about to marry this girl in about 5-6 months' time. And I'm not looking the part here. I need to do something seriously drastic here. And that's where I met my brother Charles. And what happened was I said to Charles, this is the situation. I'm about to get married. You need to get me in shape. And you know what, to his credit, he saw me, he scanned me, realized what he had to do. And I'm telling you, Awas, within 4 months, I probably lost 4 stones. I remember that. Everything was loose. Even my actual suit for my wedding was loose. Even that got loose after. And I thought, what's going on here? I'm losing weight. So thankfully, he got me in shape for the wedding. And then people know that when I got married, unfortunately, the wife, she's a good cake maker, man. So she started feeding me a lot of cake and a lot of desserts. And the weight went up again. But I think in the last 3-4 years, I've got it under control. And Charles himself, who was training in UK, went to America and started training people out there. Now he's back. And when I heard he's back, I thought, you know what? Need to take advantage of this and get Charles on board. So we got Charles on board, and he's training.
We've got
me
a
now
first guess here. First guess here, and it's of 35 years.
So someone said 35.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep guessing. Keep coming in. So someone's come in and said that Charles is 35. Keep coming in, inshallah, with those guesses. But yeah, that's background to Charles, who's here in London, training currently in Fitness First Leighton. He's mostly doing his training, but he goes out there, takes house visits, does other training sessions that are needed, provides a lot of great services apart from the actual training advice, nutrition advice, health advice, even sports massage he would do as well. So there's a lot of amazing effort by Charles in terms of keeping us fit. But yeah, firstly, Charles, I'm going to ask, what was your journey and how did this journey, what was the inspiration behind you taking this route to become a fitness coach?
Wow, this is a great question. Actually, I came from a military background, which I was born in.
It looks like it with the t-shirt you're wearing.
So I was born into.
If you come a little bit close to the mic as well.
I was born into the military. My dad was a physical instructor in the military, and he was, he trains all the new recruits and stuff like that. But at my time when I was young, I wanted to do sports so badly. And our parents in those days, they believe in that you have to have a degree, like a doctor degree, or work in the bank, this kind of stuff. So every time I go home from school and I will be like coming from a sport event and stuff like that, my dad will be like, why didn't I tell you not to do these things? Didn't I tell you should go study? So it was all about me studying and not actually reaching my true potential. And I think that's a problem with parents. You know what I mean? Because God has blessed every one of us with a different talents. And some of us, all of us can be a banker or doctor, etc., etc. So sometimes when we see something in our children, we're supposed to impose those things and try and build that and make the best out of it instead of suppressing it. So I was suppressed a lot, as a kid growing up, and I never reached my true potential. Though I was good in school, I was the fastest, and I used to do a lot, but I never did, because my dad didn't want me to do that. So as I grew up and I left school, it was in me. It was something that was in me. So actually, I'm gonna break this. You know, sometimes God sends people into your life, and it's all because He's speaking through them to speak to you. Because you yourself, you might have it, but you don't see it. So I met a girl who said to me, "Oh, you're too skinny, man." Because at that time I was very skinny, and she said to me, "You need to put some weight on." You know what I mean? You need to, buff up a little bit. I'm like, wow. And I really love this girl. So when you love something, you tend to put your effort and everything into that. You know what I mean? So I just like, you know what? Yeah, I need to, because I love this guy. I want to prove to her that, I care, So I started going to the gym. But before then, I used to do a lot of running, like running and doing all this. But I used to do athletics as well in school because that was something I used to do in school. So I never gave that up. But I never been to the gym. So I was about, I don't want to say the age when I went there because people still guessing.
Yeah, they'll start giving little clues there. Yeah,
he's on it. People start cluing up, what I'm saying? So I went into the gym and then I started doing weight training. And then, so there I was in the gym and people used to come up to me and say, "Oh, are you a trainer?" I'm like, "What are you talking about, trainer? I don't understand what we're training." People say you're a trainer. And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They say, you train people?" I'm like, "No, I don't. I just train myself." And they're like, "Wow, you look like a trainer, man. We've seen you training. You look like you have the potential to be a trainer. You have the physique and all that. So why don't you, look into it?" So, I take the step forward and I checked it out and I see that, oh yeah, you can qualify to be a trainer. That's when I knew about that. So I went and I qualified. So when I qualified, I remember, I was working in the gym, but then I was always good at what I do. See, God is a blessing in my life. And if with everything that I do, I think God is first. Because he will send people to talk to you. And sometimes you have to open your ears to listen. Sometimes there's something you're good at, you don't see yourself. But somebody might come and if people keep saying the same thing to you over and over, you should tap into it. Because God is speaking through those people to speak to you. You have to open your ears and listen. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, that's what it was. Because people keep coming to me and telling me the same thing over and over. So when I looked into it, and you know what? I was good. I used to have a friend, we used to work together. He used to come and watch me train people and watch me train. And he used to stand by the door. And I remember before I even get to Fitness Leighton, he was the one who got me there. Because when he got there and he was saying, "You know what? Charles, you need to come to my gym, man. Because you have something to offer these people. You have something special because this gym is dead and you can bring life to this gym." And when I went there, trust me, because everywhere I've been, I think I've just elevated. Even when I was here, and I think I've reached my peak, and I'm thinking there was nothing else more. What can London offer me? Fitness for me, it's just me. It's like it was written all over me. So I tend to look for another way to grow in the fitness industry. So I think America was the best goal for me. You know what I'm saying? Because there where everyone talk about fitness. And I went there. Life in the beginning was, we can come to that topic later, but I went there and I excel. I excel, and God blessed me with talent that I didn't even knew that I have. Something so special that God put inside of us that we don't even know until we have to find ourselves in that place where, it's like He has to break you to bring you out and make sure you see who you are, truly are. So for me, my inspiration, just being a trainer, is helping other people see what I have seen and reaching out and changing the mindset of people. Because nowadays people are so negative in their thought because of the media and the people they hang around. They're gathering and all that, and sometimes people are lost. And the only way to find your true self, the only way, is to seek God first.
You know what? I'm going to ask you something. I'm going to ask it straight. How long did it take you to get so hench?
Well, getting
is it months? Is it weeks? Is it years? How long has it taken?
Without giving out your age.
Getting hench is a lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. Agree there.
It's a lifestyle. because you cannot say, because you know the people out there take supplements and take all this you know things that are out there, you know, and they want to get big so quick,
Short-term boosts.
Short-time boosts. But you see, if you look at it that way, and that's what you're going to get. You see, in life, whatever you sow is what you're going to reap. So most of these people, they invest their time, their money, their life in those things. And what happens is that, you know, after when they have a little bit of problem, maybe a breakdown or maybe family issues or something else come up, and you see them,
or they've just got married.
Yeah, and then what happened? You know, they lose all that muscle, and you see them, maybe they get fatter than they used to look. You know, so all these things. Yeah, if you're looking for short time, you know what I mean. You ancient being hench, because I've gone bigger, I've gone smaller. You know what I'm saying? But as with age, you know, you tend to know what you want. You become more mature, because when you're young, you want to get big because you want to prove to your friends that, you know, I'm tough. You know, look at me, I'm Mr. Tough Man. You know, look, you know, I can
like Muz,
I can.
I think I'm going through a midlife crisis. I just want a good scene. You
know, I can bench this. This is what I can push and all that. You know, it's just all ego. But when you grow mature, because at the end of the day, you are not competing for Mr. Universe. So why you want to be inch?
Yeah.
And then your clothes don't fit you well again, and you start changing. You see, I've been wearing the same clothes for the past 20 years, and it's the same. I mean, Charles, what's your size? I said, I'm medium.
Yeah. There's a clue in it.
There's a clue there. You're giving clues away. You're giving clues. No. Whoever's listening.
At 30 years, yeah. And is what I would say, yeah. And I always say it's medium.
Yeah,
it's medium because I don't change. Because the thing is that even if I got a little bit bigger, the clothes still fit well.
Still fit you.
If even I got smaller, you still feel well. You know what I'm saying? Because the same thing that my body has come to a point whereby, you know, the shape will never change. I might get a little bit thicker, but
it changed with Muz.
No, Muz.
He was extra because now, alhamdulillah,
he needs to lose all that water mass, because he carries a lot of water. So all that water needs to be drained out of his system. And we're in the process still, because we're not even start building muscle yet.
Yeah, so core.
You know
how do you drain it out? What do you mean?
Well, basically, with the kind of training that we're doing right now, you know, it's different from what we do in the past. Because in the beginning with Moose, it was very hard for him to even stand on one leg.
It's coming out, Moose. It's so coming out.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, his balance was really bad. His core strength was poor. Was the poorest of all poor I've ever. I used to say, Moose, you sweat from this little thing. And, you know, I can be tough. You know, like I said, I came from a military background, and sometimes I don't take no for an answer, mate. I'm with you toe to toe.
And you know what? Toe to toe. I'm going to give the example that during that time when I was losing the weight for the wedding, people used to come up to Charles. Literally, he'd be battering me so much, and I'll be literally on the floor. You literally almost crying, And you had other gymmers, like these big tonks guys coming up. Charles, you're killing the guy, allow it. And I'll be like, guys, I'm about to get married. Go away. And they'll be like, okay. But literally, that is what you would feel when Charles has literally dealt with you, that you will be crawling out the gym and hoping that when is the next session going to happen? I need to recover from this.
Yeah.
But that is the core workout that he looks at you and says, okay, you know what? We need to work on this part of the body, that part.
But long term, look at you before and look at you now. Alhamdulillah. So
something positive.
So you see, basically, everyone is different. You know what I mean? You're different. The way I would train you is not the same way I would train Mo. The way I train him is not the way I would train. Because you see, we are all tailored differently. When God made us, He doesn't make us two. We're all individual in this planet. Okay, so everyone has his own way that looks better for you. If you're trying to be like me, you will never look like me.
Yeah.
Because there's only one Charles. I'll tell people. I always tell people. You know, guys say to me, "Oh, yo, bro, how can I look like you?" I'm like, "Listen, bro. You know, you can look the best of your kind, but you can never look like me." Because you see, my lifestyle is different from your lifestyle. What I do after training, maybe it's not what you would do after training. How I live and how I talk and how I think, it's not the same thinking we have. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, how would you be like me? You can never be like me. Or I can motivate you to be like me. I can motivate you. You know what I'm saying? So you can have that motivation to make the best out of you, to bring the best of your kind. But to say to be like me, nah. That will never happen.
Definitely. Charles, before I'm going to go in, there are a couple of people who have come out and said 54, 50 plus. So people are giving their guesses. So guys, if you want to win a chance,
the right age.
Yeah, if you want to win a chance of a workout, a intro session with Charles, that will be paid by myself, inshallah. I will be,
and I will drop 2 more sessions in it.
Wow, look at that! So there you go. So you will get a total of three sessions.
3 sessions of murder.
If you get his age right, and I am telling you guys, whoever has known me in the past, you will see the difference without a doubt with Charles. Charles, just to give obviously within your intro and within your summaries, you've mentioned about God and the importance of God as well. Yeah, fine, we're coming to that. How in Islam it says that a person should have a strong body, because at the end of the day, if you do not have a strong body, you're not able to practice your faith and fulfill your faith properly. Because in Islam, you have to pray 5 times a day. Yeah. You gotta get up early. You gotta read. You gotta do as much as you can to enhance your faith. So it says that your whole physique, your whole well-being should be strong. Now, on your side, how do you believe in that? That keeping a strong and healthy body enhances your faith.
It does. You see, if you got to do God work, you know what I mean? For me, I think God is a very, physical and strong and mighty spirit. That's the way I look at God, okay? And if you want to do his work, you got to be physically and mentally strong. You can be a lazy person, because then, you see, you are the way you live your life. So if you're going to live your life whereby and you just lay back and you lay back and you're not actually taking care of yourself, and you're not trying to make sure that you look you are healthy and looking good for not for the world but for God work, you know what I'm saying, then your work with God in the line of God will be just lousy. You'll be lousy, because then maybe you'll be missing your prayers in the morning. Then the things that you're supposed to do, concerning what you believe in, you're not fulfilling it properly. See, all these things, I think for me, all these things, by not keeping yourself fit, mentally, physically, will affect your relationship with God.
With God, yeah.
Absolutely. Awas, we've got someone on the line.
Yeah, can you just repeat the question, just for the people that are viewing in now, what the question is and what they'll get?
Okay, yes. So just to let everyone know again, we are going to go on a call with Ismail, who's the head of the radio, to discuss the radio. But before we do so, we are offering a great chance, where you will get 3 fitness sessions with Charles, if you are able to guess his age. That is all you got to do. So on Facebook Live, guys, I'm seeing some guesses coming in now. If you can put your guesses on there, as soon as you are able to get the correct age, I will announce it after the call who will be the lucky winner of a fitness session with Charles. So looking forward to that. Charles, if I get you to put your, we're going to have to take this call. So hopefully we got someone on the line. Assalamu alaikum. How you doing, bro?
Walaikum salam. What a show, man. What a show. I'm listening to you guys, and it's a good incentive that you've just put in there. But the thing is I don't really want to guess his age, because I don't know if I'm going to be a lucky winner or unlucky winner, bro.
Mashallah. No, before that, Ish, the main reason why I got you on the show was obviously we know that the radio, Ramadan radio, is just the foundation to the full-time radio that we're hopefully looking to launch after Ramadan. So obviously for that radio, we are obviously doing a big appeal. We're trying to get as much donations as possible. Firstly, Ish, when is the big appeal? Give us a bit of background on that.
So the big appeal we've got, which will be this Sunday, we're going to basically officially have a big appeal. Which the objective is to raise £50,000.
Yes.
We want to raise £50,000 in order to buy our studio equipment. Now the good thing is we're almost there. This £50,000 is basically that final sort of like straight run, home run, and that's it. You know, we're home and dry.
Inshallah.
We've ticked all the main boxes. Yes. That's the beautiful thing. We've got the experience. We've been doing this since 2014, so the experience is there, the team is there, the passion is there.
Yes.
On top of that, the main thing is the license. The license, you know, we're not applying for the license, or we're going to apply for the license. We've got the license, you know. That license is almost impossible to get. Go on.
If you let me come in, inshallah, we will give the details of that. I just want to ask right now, for someone who loves this kind of work, who does the production work, who's been doing all the radios in the last couple of years, bro, just tell me, how much does it mean to you personally with this radio happening? How much do you want to make it happen as one of the heads of the radio? How passionate are you? Give me that passion, Yard.
I mean, look, bro, the long and short, my passion comes from seeing so many people, the entire community coming together and basically sharing their experiences. And you know what? The thing is I don't get, there's nothing more pleases me than to see young people having a platform.
Yes.
You know, because I can remember I was given that platform. I was given that platform when I was young. Okay, it wasn't as big as a platform as we are providing to the generation that's coming behind us, but I can remember having no platform to coming into contact with Minhaj al-Quran, where a youth platform was set up for the youngsters, and that's what gave me a platform to do some work and become an activist. And since I've been an activist, you know, it's basically given direction and purpose in life. So now we need to give that back, man. Yes. We need to give that back. And this radio platform, you're just seeing, you know, we've been doing this for like 15 days this Ramadan. You're just seeing the talent that's walking through the door. It's unbelievable. From rappers to
fitness coaches,
teachers, to fitness coaches, to, you know, people that were former gangsters and, you know, spending time in prison, to now people, those very people are, you know, rehabilitation staff. You know, it's all happening. It's all happening. And
Ish,
you know what?
I'm gonna come in, Ish, and just say that, you know what, I've got your passion and I've got your feeling for wanting to make this radio happen. Let's test your passion right now. Let's put you on the spot and say the big appeal is this Sunday, right, Ish?
Yes, it is indeed.
So it's this Sunday. We have Charles, who is sitting next to me. I'm sure you've been watching him right now on Ramadan FM 2018, who is currently been training me. Ismail, I am going to put a challenge out there right now, yeah? You know I do these things live on radio, yeah? I am putting this challenge on you right now. The challenge is this, guys, that if someone will donate £1,000 before Sunday's big appeal, on Sunday after iftar, we will have live in the waiting room a training session with Charles and with Ish Seti.
And that can be a collective donation.
That could be a collective donation. So I am giving guys the opportunity right now that whether you want to donate in a group, whether you'd want to donate individually, do you want to see Ish Seti go through a workout after iftari? We'll give him that. We'll give him that because Charles trains me while I'm fasting. But we will let him go after iftari when he's broken his fast, and he will get live a session with Charles. And if we can get £1,000 to kickstart this big appeal, Ish, what do you say, bro? You accept? How? He's gone quiet.
I'm live in it, so you know what? I accept the challenge very reluctly. Wow. I'll accept the challenge, man.
It's on. It's on.
As long as Charles goes, Charles, you got to promise to go easy on me, though, bro.
Well, I don't know about that.
You say so, don't know about that, but I'm sure. But guys, this is what we all. I mean, the guys that know Ish Seti, we know he's a big fella. He's a big fella to say the least. So we want everyone to cash in to get this donation in, guys. You know the details. The details right now are on our screen. Or else if you just do that and let everyone know they're on our screen. So get your donations in. If we can get the £1,000 before Sunday's big appeal, this will happen. And I'm telling you guys, I know I'm going to be making some calls to individuals to make this happen, because I want to see this happen, Charles. So right. Sunday evening, this has happened. And by the way, I got a feeling that there will be a lot of people that will donate £1,000.
You know what?
They will say, but you know what? We need to add a little bit of an interesting scenario here. There's one more person.
There's one more person.
Yeah, there's a certain big fella.
There is one
more a station manager. Would you like to come in?
Please come in.
Would you like to come in right now to our studio?
He's waving his
not
hand.
You know what?
No way, I'm not coming.
He might not come in, but you know what? Don't worry. That's
so
fine.
we're going to add him into the mix as well. Brother Usman, who's another large fella, to say the least. I've seen your comments, Brother Usman, on Facebook Live, trying to put me down, yeah? So, again, if we could get more than £1,000 and we get another £1,000, we will put Usman into that workout as well.
Both together at the same time.
At the same time. So, inshallah.
You know what? I just want to say that that's fine. So, it's £1,000 and I'll do the challenge. It's another £1,000 and Usman does. But because we're giving the platform to the youth, I'd like the first £1,000 to be for Usman. So the first £1,000 that comes in, we'll let Brother Usman come in, and the second £1,000, inshallah,
we will let the donors decide. They have a choice of Usman and Ismail, but we are confident that we will raise more than that, inshallah. So guys, Ismail, once again, big up to you, man. For
and this is going to be live. This is going to be live. So we're going to be showing this live.
Yes.
Where Charles is going to be going all out, and giving the training, and inshallah, it's going to make a difference to these brothers as well.
Let's hope so. Let's hope they survive the whole of Ramadan as well, inshallah. But once again, Ish, you're an absolute legend, bro, for accepting the challenge, for the work that you're doing. I've got nothing but love for the effort that you are doing. May Allah support you. May Allah guide you. May Allah give you as much of these donations to get this project off the ground. Ish, well done, and well done for accepting the challenge. Inshallah, I'll see you on Sunday. Make sure you bring your sweatpants with you, yeah?
Sweatpants, yeah, alright, bro. Don't worry, bro. Inshallah.
Take care,
Take it, bro.
MashaAllah. So there you guys have it. Ish has accepted the challenge. We will have Charles in.
And Usman's accepted the challenge.
He's
given the thumbs up to me.
I don't think he has a choice.
So guys, I'm urging everyone, get your donations in to get that off the ground. Now, literally, we are coming to the close of we are still here. We're going to have Ali Kamara next, but just of this segment. Before I go, as I mentioned and as I promised, that an individual that would be able to get close to what Charles's age is, I will give him this surprise.
Do you want to give one last chance? Anyone that basically give one last chance.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys another
30 seconds.
Another
1
30
minute.
seconds.
1 minute. 60 seconds.
1 minute of guesses to get the age of Charles in. Whoever gets his age right will be given 3 sessions with Brother Charles. So get your guesses in ASAP. What is Charles's age? That's all I'm asking for you now. If you could get that right, then I will announce the winner shortly. So Charles, it's only fair to put the mic on you. Your final messages to the Muslims, to the non-Muslims out there who are tuning in to listen to Charles. The importance of getting fit, the importance of having faith. I will leave it to you for your final closing remarks.
All right. Well, my fellow listeners, this is all I want to say to you. You only have, one thing only. That's all you have. That's your yourself. Okay. So you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in yourself greatly. Spiritually, physically. Spiritually and physically. First spiritually. So you got to make sure that you're close to God. Have that relationship with God. Let it be your beginning, your center, and the end. So he should be the core of your life. Because when you put everything in his hands and you believe and forget about all the rumors and all the hate that's out there, and you believe in him, I know that your life will be worthy. That's what I'll say. Your life would be better. Because, without him, we are nothing. Without God, we are nothing. Even to have the strength to be able to go out there and do the physical stuff, we need God. Because, when I wake up every morning, the first thing I say, God, I thank you for waking me up. I thank you because I know today I will be a blessing to others. And then I will pick myself up do what I had to do before I leave the house and put myself out there to be this blessing that He is sent me to do. So your health is very important, that you should take care of your health. Because I'm not saying that, one day we all will leave this planet and go, you know what I'm saying? But while you're here, this body that God has given us, we should make sure that we cherish it, because this body is His temple. We should look after it, because, He's giving us something very beautiful that we need to look at. If you keep your house dirty, you know what I'm saying? People won't want to come there.
Absolutely.
People want to run away from you. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep it clean, people will always want to be around.
Yeah.
The same thing with your body, because when you looking good, I know some people look at you for lust and say, whoa. But some people look at, wow, that guy's fit. Everybody have a different reason for looking at you. But you looking fat and ugly, people are like, wow, look at that. People, you know how people go on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to say it. Because sometimes, I don't like to say words that I know it's not going to be a fruit. I want to say the words that will be a fruit. So, therefore, taking care of yourself is very important, though. Brilliant. That you eat well, find time, even if it's you go for a long walk. If you're somebody who's able to jog, you jog. If you're somebody able to go for a run, you go for a run. If you're swimming, some activity, something, just stop, sitting down and just laying back and just believing that, and pushing stuff like, sometimes people say, oh, tomorrow, I will do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. They give all these excuses. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is now. If you want something done, it's now. Don't be waiting for tomorrow, because tomorrow you keep saying tomorrow, and tomorrow will always be tomorrow. So if you get something, if you are looking forward to get yourself healthy and fit, find a gym. Find a trainer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you come to me, because there's so many trainers out there. I mean, there are people watching me from far from where I live. You know what I'm saying? So you can go to your local gym and try and enroll yourself. Get yourself into fitness. Start looking after yourself. Because the thing is that I know the benefit that I got from fitness. I know the praises that I have every day. I know when I talk to people like gobsmacked, like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that feeling alone, it motivates me to want to do more. You know what I'm saying? It motivates me, give me a lot of motivation, and and because I have so much, that's why I spend time with my client, because I care about them more than the money that they pay me. The money, I always say to people, you give me the money, I use it, because I love nice stuff. You know what I mean? I like looking good, so I'll spend it. But that me seeing you change, me seeing you transform, me seeing you looking good and happy, that's where my motivation comes from. That's where, for me, that's the blessing.
Fantastic. No, I mean, amazing words from Brother Charles as well. And I think we're almost there. I think it's gone viral. The amount of guests that have come in, it's going nuts.
You know what? So, before you actually say, no one's got it right. 21 years old.
I am.
Don't you try that. Yeah, don't you try that.
It's a new 20.
Charles,
yeah.
What is your actual age?
Well, some people will guess it quick. I'm not saying the age, but I'll just tell you the year. So you check it. I was born April 14, 1968.
Everyone's getting the
That is 50 years old. So
there's someone that actually got
it bang on right. And you know what? That is Iftikhar Sharif, right? Sharif. So Iftikhar Sharif, looks like you're the winner, bro. So well done. He's guessed it right. So Iftikhar Sharif, make sure you contact me after the show. I will get you in touch with Charles, and we will get you those 3 sessions, and we'll go from there. So well done, Iftikhar Sharif. Excellent guess. So there you have it, guys. Guys, stay tuned. We are gonna slightly overrun into the next segment. We have Brother Ali Kamara, who's been waiting. We want to get him down, get some performances in, get his take on nasheeds and so on. So keep listening to Ramadan FM 2018.
And don't forget about Sunday.
Oh yes, and do not forget about, we're gonna take a picture now of Usman's belly and put it up online with Charles there.
I don't think it's gonna come in a picture.
It probably won't fit in the picture, yeah. But we will be taking a picture and getting this out there and getting this donation in as soon as possible. It's very, very important that you get this donation. It's all it is £1,000 to see Ismail Sethi getting battered and £1,000 for Usman Yassin to get battered. So this is all we ask. This will kickstart the big appeal, and inshallah we will get there. So guys, keep listening, keep donating, and stay in touch. Inshallah we will be back literally in the next minute or two. Thank you very much. Keep listening to Ramadan FM 2018.
The signature name when it comes to burgers and shakes. Our succulent burgers are prepared in front of you while you wait. Whether you go for the 6-ounce Mexican or the 10-ounce Texan, or you decide to go for our messy fries or buffalo wings, one thing you're guaranteed is quality. We've also got a range of desserts including our trademark shakes in all your favourite flavours. We're based at 400 Cranbrook Road in Gants Hill, so come down to dine in or order in on Uber Eats or Just Eat. Amigos, hats off to great burgers.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
Hey, tenu 20 ਵਾਰੀ ਆ ਕੇ cricket ਨਾ ਖੇਲਿਆ ਕਰ ਤੂੰ ਫਿਰ window ਪੰਚ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ.
Don't worry, Dad. Our windows need changing anyway.
ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਤੂੰ ਦੇਸੇ ਨਾ.
Nah, don't worry, Dad. UK Windows will sort it out.
UK Window? ਉਹ ਕੌਣ ਹਨ?
They're the best double glazing company about. They do windows, patios, French doors, sliding doors, UPVC, aluminium, you name it, they've got it. We can go see them at 51 to 53 Upton Lane, Forest Gate E79PA, or call them at 07984 440 093 or visit ukwindowslondon.co.uk.
ਵਾਹ ਜੀ ਵਾਹ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਕਮਾਲ ਹੈ ਯਾਰ. UK Windows
Zindabad.
Thinking about selling or letting your home? With Maxwell Estates, you don't need to look any further. Well established with over 15 years of experience, Maxwell Estates are specialists in residential sales and lettings. We manage over 200 properties in and around northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximise the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
With over 25 years experience in the East London area, there's no better firm to rely on than Cameron Adams, Century 21 when it comes to properties. Be it lettings, property management or sales, we can assist you to ensure you get the most out of your property. Contact us on 0208 558 2000 for a free, no obligation valuation and watch us do what we do best.
Grab your taste of luxury at Pink's Boutique. Designer brands like Hugo Boss and Armani to keep your style in check. Catering for ladies, men and kids, Pink's Boutique has it all under one roof. And we offer shipping worldwide. So get the look to fit your attitude. Visit us on our website at pinksboutique.co.uk. Remember, that's pnksboutique.co.uk. Or pop into our store at 302 Brentwood Road, Romford, RM2 5TA.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
European University of Business now offering BA Business Management, MBA with specialisation. Our courses are regulated by UK Quality Assurance Agency and taught in a highly professional environment. Special offer for Ramadan FM 2018 listeners only. Please call on 0203 288 3143. Email info@universityofbusiness.eu.
Solicitors in. You can expect a variety of services from us, ranging from family law, immigration, human rights, money claims, personal injury and many more. We are committed to providing you with the best legal advice suited to your individual circumstances. Drop us a call on 0203 500 8000. Our office is located at 62 Barking Road, East Ham, E6 3BP.
Why spend summer in your room when you can fly off to your dream destination with facilities like car hire and hotel bookings? Well, Flight Masters have got you covered. We offer holiday packages, city breaks and flights at the most reasonable prices with the best provision of services. So why delay? Call us today on 0203 598 9938 or visit our website at www.flightmasters.com.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Ramadan FM 2018. This is Drive Time. As usual, we've been lucky to be given an extension to our show. Obviously, Wes, our shows are always kicking, always booming.
Always.
You know, the demand is out there that they want more from us. So
that's it. The fans are chanting us on.
They love the self-made dream team. So yeah, it's good. Alhamdulillah, we're here. We've got Brother Ali Kamara and Brother Ismail has joined us again. Inshallah, we will have Brother Ali, who's going to be going through how his journey has taken place to become a nasheed artist, talk about some of the nasheeds that he's written, and he's launching a couple of tracks as well, and hopefully when we will be seeing for that long awaited album as well. So without any further delay, I'm going to get Brother Ismail. I think it's only fair, who is the master host, the master of ceremonies. I had a little section prepared, but I think it's only makes sense that Brother Ismail, please give an intro to Brother Ali.
I'm learning from you, mashallah.
I'm learning from me.
Alhamdulillah, you're a wonderful host, alhamdulillah. From your New Year's Eve hosting, mashallah.
You remember me from back in the days,
yeah,
little kid,
definitely. Yeah, mashallah. Brother Ali Kamara is a gifted artist who before, back in the day, he's worked with people like John B and Beanie Man in different capacities, in various capacities. So when he started to go forward with his Islam, he thought to take a break from the music industry and artistic expression. And since it's always been an inner yearning inside of him, and thankfully, alhamdulillah, he's back, and he's recorded around 70% of his album. And the first track from his album, inshallah, is a wonderful track called I Think I've Seen the Moon. It's Ramadan again.
Oh, no. He's saying no.
It's called Ramadan.
It's called Ramadan. That's what I was thinking.
I'm singing I'm trying to sing the chorus.
That's just singing the chorus.
Yes. He's not only a performing artist, a poet, he's also a community worker. Yes. He's also a hard-working man. He's a father, he's a husband, and he's a traveler as well. He likes to travel around the Middle East. He likes to travel around to America, travel around Europe. And he's
Asia.
a man. And Asia as well. Yeah, thank
Come
you.
on, man, you can't forget the Asian brothers,
Can't
man.
forget the Asia, pardon me. And he's a lover of Islam. And he's takes his Islam serious. And one thing that everyone who knows Ali is about him is very straightforward. He doesn't beat around the bush. And not sometimes, you need a brother like Ali in your life. And I'm honored and thankful to Allah. Allah's blessed me, Brother Ali. And he's told me when I'm doing right and when I'm doing wrong. He tells me things that he might not agree with, but he tells me. That's why I love Ali. And he's a gifted artist who fuses the sounds of reggae, the sounds of R&B, the sounds of nasheeds with a bit of Afrobeat mixed in together. And his unique style of nasheeds needs to be in this space. So without further ado, can I present to you our brother, your brother, Brother Ali Kamara.
Mashallah, mashallah. I don't know if I can live up to that.
What an intro.
That was a serious intro.
Sahih, it's true.
So, Brother Ali, just to get an idea, firstly, Assalamu alaikum, and how's the Ramadan going? Everything going blessed?
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, the Ramadan's going great, man. It's it's from the first day up until now. It's going really good. You have your tough days fasting. Sometimes the legs hurt. Sometimes the sides might hurt a little bit because we're fasting for, is it 18 or 22 hours or something?
Yeah, about 19. 19
hours.
hours.
Yeah. So it does take its toll on you, but seriously, alhamdulillah, it's all worth it because toxins are leaving the body and stuff like that. And meditation is a form of getting to know yourself and your desires, what you can do and what you can't do. So this is the time for you to really understand yourself and get to know your strengths and your weaknesses, really. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's alhamdulillah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Mashallah. Now, Brother Ali, obviously, we put your track out there. I know the YouTube channel has been just uploaded with some tracks as well. So before we ask you to maybe give us a little snippet of those tracks, just give us a journey of how you've become a nasheed artist. What was your inspiration? What was the root of you launching these particular album as well?
Well, back in the day, I think it all started with me, like, dancing, like just like in the area, body popping, whatever you want to call it. I wasn't a great body popper, by the way. I didn't think I was good. People said I was good, but I didn't think I was good. But then I met a friend of my cousin's, whose name was Merlin, and he's a rapper. I met him in Southeast London, in the Woolwich area, and me and him became friends. And then Merlin became a rapper, and he was one of the best rappers in the UK at the time. And then he'd done a track with the Beatmasters, and that track with the Beatmasters he done actually became a hit. I think was it called Who's in the House? It was
Who's in the House?
Who's in the House? Hip House.
Top 5 track. It was a top 5 in the pop charts
as it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that became he became famous for that. And at the time he was touring with Nene Cherry, and he was touring with Tim Simon and Bomb the Bass. And I became a dancer for them. So I used to dance on stage with Nene Cherry and Tim Simon and blah blah. And that's how the journey started from there. And Merlin's uncle was the late Smiley Culture, may he rest in peace, was a reggae artist at that time, and he kind of like helped him to get where he was going to, and it kind of started from there. And then from there, the journey started, and after that, I wanted to get into reggae. And I did start to get into reggae. I started to chat reggae. I had a single out called Juvenile Delinquent, Mr. Palmer. This man knows Mr. Palmer. Sold it. Jetstar Records. I think I only sold her about 250 copies or something. But it was a start. You know what I mean? It was a start. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Somewhere along the line, I started to practice Islam. Oh, I know what happened. People were saying to me stuff like music is haram and this that and blah blah blah. But that wasn't how it ended and how it started. But at the same time, I was still on my journey with Merlin. And then I don't know, something happened. I'd kind of like left his stable. I went to work. And I just kind of went away from the music business. It wasn't about Islam then. I just went away from the music business. And then I went back to it afterwards. And then I had met a girl at the time, and she was working with John B, who's an American R&B artist. And she invited me to go all over the world. I went everywhere, New York, this stuff. But it was a special trip. I went to Jamaica, and I went to Miami, and I was on a flight to Miami. And the flight didn't want to land. It kept on going round and round and round and round and round in circles. And when it was going round in circles, I swear this flight was not going to land. I was so scared, man.
Wow.
When the air hostesses ran to the back of the plane, I was so scared. I was making dua to Allah. I said, please, if you get me off this flight, I'm going to change. I was Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I wasn't even praying then. It just kicked in. I said, I'm going to change. I'm going to do this. And to be true, the plane landed in Miami. When it landed in Miami, as soon as I got there, I prayed in the hotel.
MashaAllah.
Right in front of her. And she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm praying. What do you mean, what am I doing? God just saved my life, do you know what I mean? And then after that, we went to Jamaica, and that's where the path started. And when I came back from Jamaica, I put my name down. There was 3 trips going to Hajj, Regent's Park Mosque, and I put my name down, and it was a free trip. Loads of brothers already got called. It was like a week left. Can you believe it? They called me. They actually called me to go. You know what I mean? And that's how the journey started. To be honest with you, it started from there.
And in regards to your nasheeds, is this basically your first album with nasheeds? Is this your first? How many tracks have you got out at the moment?
No, this is the first album. There's only one track out, which is the one you've got, which is entitled Ramadan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
And the second track is finished, but there's no video for it. But the second track's called "There's Only One God, and Muhammad is the Messenger."
Okay.
Brilliant.
MashaAllah.
Brilliant. So without any further delay, with Ali,
you want Muhammad is the Messenger?
No, go with Ramadan, and you can even go with that as well. No problem.
Okay. I think they've seen the moon, you know it's here again. Ramadan, it's here. The month of mercy, oh yeah, mercy. Think they've seen the moon, you know it's here again. Ramadan, it's here. The month of mercy, oh yeah. The gates of Jannah are open in this month, I say, yeah. You can't blame the shaitan. In this month, I say, it's up to you. You can do what you gotta do. Ibadah is the best. This whole wide world is a test. The month of mercy, it's a barakah, I say, yeah. They just seen the moon over Saudi Tarawih, oh yeah. 30 days of peace and love again, oh yeah, yeah. The shaitan is chained, and with all the shayateen, oh yeah. I think they've seen the moon, you know it's here again. Ramadan, it's here. The month of mercy, oh yeah, mercy. Think they've seen the moon, you know it's here again. Ramadan, it's here. The month of mercy, oh yeah. This is the month of peace, love and mercy, feel at ease. From east to west, everybody fasting, oh yes. When it's time for sahur, sometime the neighbors come from next door. This is the real beauty of this month, I say. The Quran was revealed in this blessed month, I say, yeah, to the holy prophet in the cave of Hira, oh yeah. Angel Jibril said, read, Ikra, Ikra, oh yeah, yeah. So a holy prophet read, and the Quran was revealed, oh yeah, yeah. I think they've seen the moon, you know it's here again. Ramadan, it's here. The month of mercy, oh yeah, mercy. Think they've seen the moon, you know it's here again. Ramadan, it's here. The month of mercy, oh yeah. I think they've seen the moon, you know it's here again. Ramadan, it's here. The month of mercy, oh yeah, mercy. Think they've seen the moon, you know it's here again. Ramadan, it's here. The month of mercy, oh yeah, month of mercy.
MashaAllah. You know what? When we get guests in, and they perform. I wish I had a voice because you want to join in, but you know if you join in, you're gonna mess the whole thing up. So you're just sitting there going, yeah, good, and you're like, you know what you do.
MashaAllah,
brilliant. But Ali, just to give an idea, in terms of the album, is there a name for the album yet that you've decided for?
Yeah, I have Tales of a Western Muslim.
Wow. That's deep.
Got like some stories to tell, and
Lovely.
I'm a Muslim and I live in the West.
Yes.
So
MashaAllah.
I thought, Tales of a Western Muslim is a name that I come up with for the album. Yeah.
And when do you think it would hopefully be launched?
I was on Islam channel on Islam channel the other day on the first day of Ramadan, and I said around the Hajj season I want to release the album by the Hajj season time, inshallah.
MashaAllah.
And is there going to be hopefully a video for each of the tracks?
Yeah, and it's only going to be eight track album, because I mean that's what I personally want to do. I mean, some people do 10, 12, 15, but I want people to listen to it. So I thought to myself, 8 tracks is enough. I'm sure if people listen to 5, I'll be happy. Do you know what I mean?
True. And in terms of your production, sound, who's doing all that? Who's managing?
I'm doing
all
it myself. I've got an engineer and I've got some other people working with me as well behind the scenes to help me get that started. But I write myself, and I know what I want, so I kind of tell them I want this, I want that for this song, I want this for that. So I kind of storyboard it myself in terms of what I want. Like the Ramadan thing is totally me myself, just the engineer. So I've got some people behind the scenes working with me to get it together, but it's all my engineering really.
MashaAllah.
Brilliant. And this, you know this reggae style. Now, obviously, it's a unique style, without a doubt, very unique style. How does the style? Because I would have thought it's a style that would have been deep rooted, but it's something that you're able to just perform it, or how does that style come about? Where's the love for this style?
I don't know, to be honest with you. See,
you can mention Bob Marley if you want to.
I mean, you can say Bob Marley, but I'm an African myself, right? So if we say Sierra Leone, I think reggae is just like it's normal for us. You might have the Jamaican version of it or whatever, but for me, I think it's all one genre. But I think it's for me it's just normal. It's not like I'm trying to be Jamaican, or do you know what I mean? Or trying to not be African. No, I just think it's all one genre. So Jamaicans originally, no disrespect to my Jamaican brothers, they come from Africa anyway. So I don't really see no difference. At the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? I don't see. You can vouch for that. I don't really see no difference. So if I'm doing it, I'm not going to be doing the Jamaican accent because I don't have that accent. But it's the same kind of vibe and same.
What can you do reggae tracks as well? I mean, in terms of nasheed kind of style.
Can I?
That was. Did you understand?
No, I'm saying that. No. Bro, you don't know what I'm getting at.
Okay, go on. Okay, go on. What you
Come
getting
on, bro.
Yes.
So what? Are there any nasheeds that you've got in reggae style, or you're planning to do?
Yeah. I have. Halal Love is really got a reggae kind of connotation to it.
Yeah.
One God has as well, people say.
And that's going to be coming out in this album.
That's going to be coming out in this album. We're going to do some acoustic.
You know what? I ain't going to ask for a performance. We'll wait for the album then. Or you know what?
What
are you saying?
We have to.
Do you know what we're going to do? Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to do some acoustic guitar on it. So we're going to take it to a different place. Do you know what I mean? So it's gonna be different. You're really going to feel the reggae kind of vibe.
Feeling that, man.
You're really going to feel it.
Okay,
Inshallah.
now what I'm gonna do, because literally I have the station manager texting me saying, "Get off, get off, get off! You've gone over." So what I'm gonna do is I want to give because mashallah I've got a few text messages from when Brother Ali performed that first track. It seems like it was quite beautiful, the Ramadan track, that journey that you've given it a nice story as well. You know, alhamdulillah. So that's brilliant. So I'm going to give you an opportunity that, you know what, if you want to do a little snippets of a few more tracks, and then your final Ramadan message.
Okay.
To all the listeners out there.
Inshallah.
Brother Ali,
I'll give you a bit of one God, seeing as the brother wants the bit of the reggae.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a mercy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a mercy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a mercy. Mercy to mankind. It was a mercy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He was a mercy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He was a mercy. Mercy to mankind. There's only one God and Muhammad is the messenger. I don't care what the people say. There's only one God and Muhammad is the messenger. I don't care Munafiqeen them say. There's only one God and Muhammad is the messenger. Who you think split the moon? Yeah, 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 yeah. I say, protected by Abu Talib ever since he was a child. I say a light did shine from Syria when he was born, no lie. Just a sign of his prophecy, but he didn't know back then, that when he reached the age of 40, as a messenger he would grow, The Quraysh, they tried to bribe him, said we give you keys to Kaaba. We shall even make you a king, all you gotta do is say the word. His uncle tried to persuade him, but he told him no way. Even if you give me the sun and the moon, my message would still be the same. He said it would still be the same. People, there's only one God and Muhammad is the messenger. I don't care what the people say. There's only one God and Muhammad is the messenger. I don't care Munafiqeen them say. There's only one God and Muhammad is the messenger. Who you think split the moon? Yeah, 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 yeah. I say.
MashaAllah. Look at that. You know what? It seems like there's two different people in the studio. The way that the first one is completely different tone, completely. It's really good.
The style of Brother Ali is quite. It feels quite deep.
Yeah.
You know the way it's building it up. You feel quite deep and connected to it. MashaAllah.
You know, it's really good. I like the two completely. It is really completely different.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that people from all different flavors, whatever they want to listen to, I'm sure in your album there's going to be a bit of everything for everyone.
So Brother Ali, just a quick one. How do people get in touch with you? Where do they find your tracks? It's all yours.
On Twitter, The Muslim Poet.
That's right.
Instagram, The Muslim Poet. Facebook, The Muslim Poet. You can get me there. Also, you can get me on YouTube, Ali Kamara, The Muslim Poet. You can also get me on YouTube as well. The video's out now, entitled Ramadan. Inshallah, should be on iTunes in the next couple of weeks towards the end of Ramadan. The next single is going to be One God. The next single after that is going to be She's a Hijabi, which is about Muslim women wearing hijab. Because you know sometimes there's a perception Muslim women wear hijab. She don't know nothing. She just stays in the kitchen. She can't cook. But they're lawyers, they're doctors, they're politicians.
Wow.
So this track is called She's a Hijabi is basically pushing the narrative of our Muslim sisters that there's so much to them. And the next one after that is 5 pillars, because there's 5 pillars of our deen in Islam. Next one after that is halal love, because obviously if you're going to get with a woman, you've got to make the love halal. Do you know what I mean? And many people are doing the haram, so try and do the halal love, I say, because halal love is sweet. It's much sweeter than the doing the haram love. And Have You Ever Been to Mecca, which is about people going to Umrah. And Have You Ever Been to Mecca is a really nice track. It goes a little bit like, have you ever been to Mecca? Have you ever felt the vibes? Have you ever been to City of the Most High? City of the Most High. Have you ever been to Mecca? Have you ever felt the vibes? Have you ever been to City of the Most High? City of the Most High. That's got a really reggae kind of thing to it.
Yeah. Feeling that.
And then halal love. I'll give you the halal love quickly.
Go on.
Halal love. That's the only love for me today. Halal love. That's the only love for me today. Halal love. That's the only love for me today. She said she don't want no expensive maha. The sunnah is the best, oh yeah.
Whoa, that's
Subhanallah.
amazing, mashallah, amazing. Once again, guys, thank you for listening to Ramadan FM 2018. But Ali, is there anything?
I wish everybody a blessed Ramadan. If Ramadan is
Inshallah.
difficult for you,
Yes.
do as much as you can. If you only do 10 days, 15 days, for some people it's very, very difficult. If you've been doing haram before Ramadan, make dua to Allah that this is the month that's going to change you. Remember, it's the month of mercy. It's the month of rahmah. Try and do as many good deeds as you can. If you've been bad before Ramadan, try to change, inshallah, because Allah can change anybody. Do you know what I mean? And try and do the best that you can. Don't eat too much. Remember, it's a spiritual thing. Drink loads of water, eat lots of fruit. Do you know what I mean? And just spend a beautiful time in this Ramadan. Read as much Quran as you can. Make as much dua as you can, and just enjoy this beautiful month. Because once it's gone, it's gone. You know what I mean? And salam alaikum to all the beautiful brothers and sisters out there.
Mashallah. You know what? I just want to say to both the brothers, to brother Ali and to brother Ismail, thank you very much for coming down, and to Charles as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so all three guests,
thank you for having
mashallah. And I know you guys, whenever we call you, you're always here. So jazakallah, and thank you very much for coming down.
And I just want to say enough love to Ramadan Radio for inviting us down, and thank you for putting on this show. And we love it, mashallah, and continue doing the good work that you're doing in the community. And may Allah bless you both as well, inshallah.
And a halal love greeting to my missus who sent me.
I see you getting a little bit spiritual.
Mashallah. She loved that track, by the way.
Yeah,
it's hot.
It's hot.
So so
in fact, there's a wife that's responsible for that, and she knows who she is.
Mashallah, brilliant. So there, everyone's giving their little subliminal messages to their wives. I love you too, wife.
Yeah, love you.
On that note,
we love you.
On that note, mashallah, we have Sheikh Sadiq Qureshi, who's next, who's been waiting. So guys, keep listening to Ramadan FM 2018. Inshallah, we'll be back soon. Come on to our Facebook page, and inshallah, like our Facebook page on Ramadan FM 2018. If you want to get in touch with Brother Ali, he's given his details. If you need to go get in touch via us, then get in contact with us, and also get in touch with us. Final message for Brother Ali. Yes, Brother Ali.
I got a track called She's a Hijabi, which is about Muslim women wearing hijab. So all the sisters out there who wear hijab, know that you are great, and know that you are wonderful, and your hijab is your crown, and it goes a little bit like this. She's a hijabi. When you see her walking by, when you see her on the street, don't think she's a terrorist. She's a hijabi. When you see her walking by, when you see her on the street, don't think she's a terrorist. She's a lawyer, she's a doctor. She could have a PhD. Yeah. She's a hijabi. She walks like a queen. She's a lawyer, she's a doctor. She could have a PhD. Yeah. She's a hijabi. She walks like a queen.
Wow. Alright, on that note, thank you guys. Keep listening to Ramadan FM 2018. Sheikh Sadiq Qureshi is next. Stay tuned. Inshallah, there'll be the debate night tonight, Awas.
Yeah, tonight, inshallah, midnight,
the debate night, as usual, with Brother Ismail and Brother Mubin. They'll be joined with I'm not sure.
CEO of Men.
CEO of Men.
Yeah.
They'll be coming down to discuss Islamophobia. That's what it is. So guys, make sure you tune in from midnight tonight as well. Inshallah, it's been a great show. We prolonged it a little bit extra, but we appreciate everyone's patience. Take care, and we'll see you soon.